Might
Yeah,
as might as well take that steal before
yeah,
it goes away, because I think soon it's gonna go away.
yeah. I'll check it out. That's my funded futures
Yeah, my funded futures and Lucid too. They
and
both
this.
have that 50% discount when you're new.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I got to get back to screwing around with my trade copier.
Wait, which trade copy are you using to trade Syncer, right? Or
No, Replicano.
I've been having issues with trade Syncer sometimes. I don't know what. Like the shit copies, it copies too late. Sometimes I don't copy. Sometimes they don't
Yeah,
sign me in.
I get the same thing.
Oh, so it's the same issues with all of them.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah, I think they probably trying to update them stuff because it's the new update that got screwed. That's what I noticed. What up, NQ Outsider? Did you catch that banger, bro? That was a
The
sweet
size of these
banger this
candles.
morning, bro. That was a $4,000 banger on CPI on a funded, bro. Yo, that shit was stupid.
Look at the size of these candles. Wow.
What up, E?
What's going on, guys? I'm back. I had to go shower and get myself together since I was on stream at like 8 something. I'm back. I'm back.
Bro,
I'm back.
I had a great morning this morning, bro.
You did?
Yeah, CPI was a banger, bro. Holy fuck.
Good job, my brother. Proud of you. For real.
I
Proud
took,
of you, man.
yo, I'm about to give y'all a sauce I've been using, bro. It's a stupid indicator. I'm about to put y'all on, bro. This shit, if you see what it did at 8 o'clock, bro, right every hour, I catch a banger. Every single fucking hour, E. I gotta put you
Mm-hmm.
onto this shit.
Hook us up. Hook us up.
Let's see.
What's the name? What's the name of the indicator?
Did they fill this gap on the spy? Everybody, when they come over here to the SPX, where did we close at? We closed here. They did not. Everybody
No.
needs to put an alert at 73.85 SPX for gap fill 6/10. They did not officially fill that gap yet. There's a magnet up
No.
here above head.
Down.
Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY closed at 59. They filled it on the SPY. They did not fill it on the SPX. Remember what I told you about it being like a 95% certainty that they'll do the trifecta ES, SPX, and SPY. They did not do it on the SPX. They did not do that. But they did it on the SPY. I would not short this ahead of time until that's like, I personally wouldn't even seriously consider a short position until that's the case. I'm being dead serious. As a matter of fact, my order bun's going to be on buy in a minute. Low key slipped with CPI. I'm heated. Yeah. We did instant pass again. But you know, it'll be there for the next one, maybe MCS, maybe. But non-farm payrolls is another 3 weeks away. So if you miss that, you're gonna have to wait another 3 weeks more than likely. If you're trying to be safe, if you just got money to blow and you want to take it a 80% chance to do Michigan consumer sentiment, that's 80%. Non-farm payrolls and CPI is like 99% that you're gonna get it. Good morning, Tano. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back.
E, you ever use that indicator I posted in the chat? I posted a picture of it, like the results. Basically, every hour, like I'll take a banger every hour
You said
off of that indicator.
you said you said every hour. What now?
Every hour, like look at the last picture I posted in the chat.
Yeah, I see it.
That indicator, every hour, it basically gives you something like a FVG, and it either it respects it or it goes down on it. and it changes direction, it goes bearish. But once it respects it, you see wicks go through it. The body doesn't close below it. It basically stays right around that area, and then it will go up back. I
Right.
use it on the 2 minute.
Right. Hmm.
Do
What
you
in,
think they come back to that
That does look
18
accurate.
point volume imbalance
Where?
on the Qs at 694.63 today?
Let me look.
At 694.63,
694.
down from yesterday.
Oh, from yesterday. That's kind of wicked. Close of 46. Yeah, damn. Damn. Yeah, that's an 18 right there. I'm gonna put an alert on that for sure. And I'm gonna label that. I'm unsure about that. I'm unsure about if they start lingering it around there. Then yeah. Let me see something.
yeah, we got a lot of wicks.
Hey,
18
Phantom, I
volume, man.
posted it in the chat, all right?
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. There's a picture there to show you, like, the
That's
result,
tough.
kind of what it does.
That's tough right there. Look at this trend line. They're about to take this market up here to do this gap fill today. They want to come up here to the zone. I would not short this. I'm being dead serious. Shorting this is the absolute last thing that I would do. The most dangerous thing you can do in my brain is long this, but the most dangerous thing you can do in my brain is long this. But what I would not do is short this. That's what I would not do right now because I can see them coming up here to come target this gap fill up here. I think that they're about to shoot this SPX up as the zone. That's what my brain's telling me right now. We run a test.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
For these people to come up here and shoot this past this damn zone. I'm being dead serious. I don't want it to be. I don't want to be too oversized though. That's what my mind's telling me though. They're about to come up here and they're about to shoot this up here and fill this damn gap. And they're about to go right now. Damn, they just filled it just now. Shit, I missed that breakout opportunity. That was a breakout trade that I missed out on. Shit.
They about to take out Asia highs to E169.
They just filled it just now on that candle. I missed that breakout trade just now. I was ready to take that breakout trade just now. I was ready to long that on a breakout. On 10 contracts, 70 ticks to the upside on a breakout. They're getting ready to pop this high over here at this 29,164. But I missed that on the breakout. You need to be in before the break and out on out on the break. That's why it's called breakout trading. You need to be out on the break. Like whenever they complete the objective, you need to be out. That's how you breakout trade. You don't on the jailbreak, you don't get left holding the bag. You need to watch out. You need to be on alert. I'm gonna go back to downsizing 3 micros. That sound is annoying. I'm not gonna listen to that thing repeat that thing 20 times every single time I enter into this trade. I'm not gonna do nothing like that. That's what I'm not gonna do.
Did you try doing a different install on yours yet to change that?
No. As a matter of fact, I actually have not. Let me see here. I have not. Hold on real quick, guys. Let me answer this phone call. Hold on. Sorry about that phone call. Let me. This is bullish. They don't want to go no lower. They got this weird pattern going on here though. They're gonna pop this high for sure, probably. Let me be on alert. Let me get myself together. Let me turn on the music. They want to go higher, not lower. You need to watch out. You need to be trading market structure. Today is CPI. If you guess with CPI, you will blow up your account. Hold on.
What was the CPI news?
Everything came in basically in line. Everything came in basically in line. So they're just squeezing it. Honestly speaking, I think they're just bouncing it because we swept all of those externals yesterday, so the market's just bouncing. The market was at 685 QQQ yesterday. It's at 708 right now. I think that they're done seriously going lower, and I think that we're getting ready to shift back to intraday buy side in a minute. That's what I think. I think that over the next couple of days we're gonna shift back bullish. I think that your time to be shorting it was like the last couple of days. That's what my brain's telling me.
Crude oil shit the floor.
That weird pattern right there, yeah, it did. That weird pattern right there is telling me something weird is happening. Let me double check this real quick.
Morning, everyone.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
I'm not gonna do that.
Bro, crude shit the floors all the way in the 80s.
I'm not gonna do no weird shit like that. That's what I'm not gonna do.
Order submitted.
Order
canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
Hell no.
You just make sure when you TP
I
out
turned it off.
at that,
You said what? Make sure when I TP out what?
well, it's happening to me when I TP out. Like if I'm in, like say 3 different accounts, it doesn't TP them all out at the same time. It just says order filled, and then it keeps going, So if you TP out and it drops, 30 ticks after that, you're still exiting your trades. It's pissing me off.
Yeah, I can tell that this. Yeah, I can tell the trade copy isn't 100% absolute because look at the price discrepancies across all my accounts. Something weird is amiss.
Yeah, I'm getting different P&Ls across my accounts too. Like the last follower account will be the lowest profit, which is fucked up. Excuse my language.
I think
Or it did like to me a couple nights ago where I walked away and came back and it was still in the trade, a couple of them. I mean, it didn't TP them all out. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I had one that was stuck in there too.
Did they pop
I lost $550 on one of my accounts.
Yo, is there a way to do a auto trail stop on TradingView?
Oh, what?
Like a trail stop, one that follows like as the trade goes up. Is there a way to do that?
I'm not sure. I never really did that. I'm not sure. I gotta look into that. Maybe look it up.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Oh yeah, I'm about to look it up.
Yeah.
Look at this market.
You can't do it on market order. I think you gotta do it on limit order.
And it'll follow it?
Yeah.
Look at that candle.
Trail stop.
Thanks, Phantom.
They're trying to come up here and pop this high over here at 7,399 on this on this ES. Look at this market. ES is not even trying to go lower. They want to pop this high over here from Tuesday on this SPY here. They want to come here. I need something to be made clear though. They've just been going sideways since 9:45. And huge destruction candles on this SPX and on this SPY. Look, they came lower, shot it up, and they just been going sideways over here nonstop, and they filled this gap, but they just been going sideways. They didn't even pop this high over here. I'm unsure if shorting this right now is the best idea. These candles are huge. This is deep negative HVL. Every candle is that is a random 350 tick candle. Can you tell me the steps to set it up like a business? What do you mean set what up like a business? I have no idea what you're talking about. Creative art space. Trend line, we're talking about a stop loss. DTM says, how did you do yesterday? I wasn't here. Yesterday, I blew up a brand new funded account yesterday. I took a singular loss, and I got 17 accounts at a payout, so I just stopped trading. So right now, I'm back to trading 20 accounts. Because one of my accounts one of the sets of accounts got a proof of payout. So yesterday, I took a singular loss, and I was done. Cost me $148, but I was trading very aggressively. Stopped and had to walk away 600 away from joining your core. Start walking away 600 away from joining your core. Okay, nice. Good job. Remote. Yes, sir. What trade did you take? Can you explain why? That was just eval instant pass. I just get an unlimited amount of funded accounts. Don't be fooled. This might be my last time saying it today, but that's not because I can't say to every single person goes, hey, how'd you make that money? Those are just evals. That's eval instant pass. So I get them unlimited. I pass them instantly. So I get paid, $10, $15, $20,000 in order to basically pass evaluations. Because I just get them to the point where I would have normally passed them, and I just withdraw the money. So I save my time. So I save myself the headache of trading the evaluations, because I already know that I'm profitable. So I just skip the evaluation phase. You can do the same thing if you're inside this Discord. I'll explain it to you. I'll walk you through it. How long did it take you to get that many accounts? In order for me to perfect this process right now, years. In order for me to perfect the process. You, on the other hand, with a mentor and guidance and understanding and studying, probably like a month and a half to 2 months to change your entire life and not be the same person you were before, once you understand. But the profitability process, I don't know. That may take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of consistent guidance and understanding in order to get to. So you can go from 0 to hero where you got like 1 account to scaling 10 accounts in like a month and a half. I'm being dead serious. In less than a month and a half. In a month and a half with how I'm trading, like scaling up to the point to where you're making 10, 15, minimum $1,000 per month, minimum. Like one payout conservatively where you're making $15,000, $20,000 a month. And that can take you a month and a half once you understand your edge and your strategy with how I do it. I have an outline for everybody inside Discord. The thing that just takes the longest is just the understanding portion of training your brain in order to learn how to run $1 million business. Once you learn how to run $1 million business, it just goes on autopilot. Hold on real quick. I'll be back to get some water. You know what's bad when an 80-point candle can't even produce an FVG that is correct. This is a dangerous environment to trade right now. We're in deep negative HVL and it's CPI. They're flashing random 350 tick candles randomly. This is dangerous.
The weight of this market this morning is wild. I'm only going down on one contract because of the sizing of everything.
Correct. They're flashing random 400 tick candles up and down randomly. If you do
this little thing we're working on right now is 185 ticks.
Exactly. This small little candle right now is like 100 is like almost 200 ticks that he's talking about. This is not an environment to be goofing around. Honestly speaking, it's best to choose easier days to trade.
If you go on two micros, it's almost like the same weight as one mini right now.
Yes, exactly, 100%. Sizing is knowing how and when to size is a huge. It's arguably, no joke, it's probably like the biggest part of your strategy. Like I'm being dead serious. Knowing when to size and how to size is so important. Because if you go 20 micros, because if you go damn five minis or 50 micros, and you get one wrong candle against you, not even in this environment, just in a normal environment, you'll blow up the entire account. And then your trade idea will still be correct. Sizing is literally the most important thing whenever it comes to trading. So if you don't got that, then you cooked. They want to come up here and they want to pop this high over here on this ES. This trader is where they're trying to come to. This is bullish, not bearish. They want to go higher, not lower. Be on alert.
That's a 4-hour tapping into.
Mm-hmm. How long did it take to get to that?
4-hour on both ES and MQ. We're tapping into right this second.
Mm-hmm. They just did the Asia sweep too.
Absolutely, they just did. This is bullish, not bearish. Yeah. I get that question a lot. Hey man, like, how long did it take you in order for you to make this amount of money? Or hey man, how long did it take you in order for you to do this? That needs to not be the question people ask. The question that you should ask is hey, what does it take in order for me to understand? What's like, how do I go about understanding? What's the process that it takes in order for me to learn? How do I go about learning? Is this possible? Can I do this? What are the necessary steps? That's what I'll probably say is more important than, hey, how long did it take you to do X, Y, and Z? Because that varies from person to person. I have 16-year-olds in here that take them 30 days to start making $50,000, $60,000 a month. And then I have, adults in here who are 50, 60 years old that are still trying to turn the corner after 4 or 5 months. They're clearly improving, but everyone has a learning curve. And I have other adults in here who are 50, 60 years old who don't even speak or show their face, and they're accomplishing their goals of making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month as a part-time job. So that varies. In any event, they just popped that high just now. You need to be on hyper alert. I believe you can set it up to 3 off them and eradicate. What do you mean by that? 72.68 SPX imbalance. $72.68. That's from yesterday. I'm not even paying attention to that for real. Look at the size of these candles, dude. The candles lately have been crazy. Yeah, it's deep negative HVL. This is the true behavior pattern of the market. Let me take a look at these HVL levels and see what's popping. VIX is only at 20. HVL is at 715. 715, the HVL level is at on QQQ. HVL level for SPY is up here at 741 and 745. Let me write that down. SPY is at 745. Zero DT is at 741. SPX is at, this is deep negative HVL. This is nothing to play with. HVL is at 74.90. Zero DTE is at 74.75. Q's is at 723. Zero DT is at 715. Gonna highlight the one that's the closest in my journal. No knife catching up and down is at the top of my journal, and market structure and pure liquidity trading is at the top of my journal. Why? Because they're not going to really give a damn about any strategies right now. They're only going to go to target liquidity on CPI, and especially negative HVO, as in like highs and lows. You need to not guess in this environment. It will get you cooked. What's gang? You full port at CPI? Nah. I don't full port. That's just eval instant pass. It's, Mystic. I don't full port. I don't do that. I used to do that when I first started trading, but that's not fruitful. You can't replicate that because you don't know if it's going to go up or down. You'll lose. How long did it take you to? Okay, I already read that. How long did it take you to make your first payout when you first started years and years ago? Probably like 5, 6 months probably like 4 to 6 months, or probably 4 months for my first payout from trading futures. 4 months, but I couldn't replicate it. So I got it after 4 months, and I went like another 2 or 3, 4 months without another payout. Like I legitimately could not replicate it because I didn't understand my strategy and my edge. There was so many different things that like I had to learn. So I got a payout, but like I wasn't profitable. You know what I'm saying? Just because you get a payout, that doesn't mean that you're profitable. You need to understand your edge. That's why like I tell people all the time, people are like, man, I just need to get to one payout. No, you don't need to get to one payout. Your strategy needs to get you to a payout. You need to master your strategy. Not even master, because no one has mastery. No one's 100%. Everyone's going to lose eventually. That's just irrefutable. No strategy is 100%. But you need to understand how profitable your strategy is, and you can't be shaky with it. Can't be shaky with it. They want to go higher, not lower, it appears. What's the main time frames to focus on, and for what purpose do we focus on those main time frames? What do you mean by that? I honestly think I'm gonna be for real with you. I think that every single person needs to be looking at a 1 minute time frame. Like you need to look at 5, 10, 15 minutes, sure, for direction. Sure, if you want to do that, that's fine. But you need to be looking at a 1 minute time frame, because if you goofing around on one of these 400 tick candles, you'll blow your account. So like if you just goofing around, like you're not paying attention to that, you'll blow your account in like 60 seconds. If you fucking around, you see the size of these candles. Do you know what can happen over the course of 5 minutes, let alone 60 seconds? You need to be looking at just 1 minute candles. I don't get that. Like, market bearish on a 15 minute. Let me short this at the next 15 minute candle. Like, bro, you will goof around and blow up your account. You'll be paying attention to 1 minute time frames. You'll be reading price action in real time. Ever since you told me a supply and demand set I wouldn't be there, all the time I've been winning. Mill says, exactly.
They
Supply.
just left the imbalance on SPY, Qs, and SPX
Let me look.
up higher.
Oh, I see that. You talking about up here at close at 89?
Yeah, that one,
It's a
same
7
spot on
right
the
there at this
Qs, and then another one on SPX.
It's a 7 up there at that high. Another one up here on SPX. Bro said, ever since you told me the supply and demand doesn't work, you know, I stopped losing as much. Like, I've been winning. Huh. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. I just cashed today for $1,200 on loans. That little bit of advice just made you $1,200. That right there is exactly what I'm talking about. To be inside here for an entire year, for forever, for lifetime, costs $300 for Discord, $100 for that knowledge center, to be able to fully interpret. That was just something I verbally told you. And you just put that to action. That was something I verbally told you. Let alone something that you read and you studied that's on that knowledge center, and for sure that's inside Discord. Can you imagine like where you would be at if you took some of those other concepts? That right there is exactly what I'm talking about as to why you can't put a value on mentorship and on guidance. So like when people well, no one debates with me, but when people go, hey man, tell me what I get for $59 that I know that they're not serious. Tell me what I get for $59 per month outside of the mentorships and the guidance. Tell me what I get. Convince me. Sell me. I'm not going to sell you on nothing. I'm not going to sell you on nothing. I'd have to sell you on it if I wasn't day trading live and making money doing this. Then I would have to say they shot this market up to fill that volume imbalance. And they coming up here to this one on this damn SPY. It's best not to short this. Shorting this right now to me is dangerous. They just popped that high just now though on this ES. I think these people want to go higher, and I think that was a fake out. I think these people want to go higher. I don't think they want to go no lower, as Indy and Joshua said. I ain't no think they want to go no lower, folks. That's what my brain telling me. I don't think these people trying to go no lower. I think that this market is trying to stabilize itself and it's trying to go higher. And I don't think that they give a damn about whether or not that the U.S. was just bombing Iran just now this morning in retaliation to that Tomahawk helicopter or whatever it was that got shot down by Iran. I don't think that they care. I'm being honest with you. I don't think that they care. I think personally that these people want to go higher. I think that they're done going lower. They just got done sweeping an external, you know. They just got done sweeping an external. I think these people are done goofing around lower. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain telling me that everybody shorting this is about to get cooked over the course of, for anything longer than an hour. That's what my brain's telling me right now. And it's telling me not to goof around with them and to chest them too much on the short side. That if I'm going to short this, I better have a clear liquidity target in mind in this environment. I think the intraday, I think that multi-day buy side is about to kick in any minute. Not any minute, any day now. Like today or tomorrow. That's what I think in my brain. That's what my brain's telling me right now. My brain's telling me this is not a joke. That these people want to go higher, not lower. What's going on with that Lululemon? Lululemon green every damn day now. Like, you can't even, that stock can't even turn red if it wanted to. Hell. Not even if it wanted to, that stock could turn red. Look at that Intel Corp. This is a disaster. Look at this cluster F that they got going on here, folks. Good job. I just cashed on 12. Okay, I read that. On my 6th payout, E. Since last time we talked. 7 funded fee. 7 funded deep. Trying to get like you. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be better than me, brother. I'm proud of you. I remember when you couldn't even get a payout before you joined here. I remember you. Like I always say, I know how our little story ends. I know how it ends. It's just a matter of, are you serious or not? Couldn't even pass an account for less than $100. For less than $100, that armed you with the knowledge and the confidence needed in order to stack multiple payouts together and to be 7 funded deep in just a few months. I remember when you were watching on that TikTok too and debating about joining or signing up and being a part of this community and showing up for the classes. But you showed up every day. You showed up every day and you started taking this seriously and your confidence started growing. I remember. I know how our story ends. I tell people all the time. I know how our story ends. I know. It's just a matter of, do you want to depart with $100 to $200? I know how our story ends. I know. He says, "Fact, yeah." I tell people that all the time, and it's very eerie because they can watch for as long as they want to. I'll trade live in front of you all day, and I call this market out all day. But I can't sit here and hold your head down and punch you in your throat and your esophagus in order to force you to drink the water, or in order for you to take the pill. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that because then you're not going to take it seriously. You need to be, whoever you are, you need to be at the point where you're going to take this seriously and lock in. And when I tell you to go read or to go study, you go, man, you know what? I'm actually going to do that. Not, man, I'm not going to, I'll cut corners. I'll watch the simplified version, the 3-minute long video. I'm not going to take my time and do this. Everybody wants to make $15,000, $20,000 a day, or the hell, minimum $15,000, $20,000 a month. But don't nobody want to sit down and read for a few months and go without it. Everybody want to do it. Everybody want to run a multi-million-dollar business, but they don't want to learn how to run a multi-million-dollar business. Like, they don't want to learn. Like, they just want to show up and just the money just appear in the account. Delayed gratification. Can you stay consistent longer than your own impatience? Everyone's consistency level varies from person to person. Your consistency may be stronger than the next person because you have a deeper motivation. You may have a little girl who came from you, male or female, cute little family sitting there saying, "Hey, daddy," or "Hey, mommy, my school shoes got holes in them." That may be your motivation. I don't know. Or your mom or your dad may be nagging you and you may want something better for yourself. Or you may be a 5, 6, 7, 8-time convicted felon, which I don't care about because this market doesn't care. And you may go, "Bro, I have no other option. I keep on working this dead-end job picking up cans every single day at a temp agency. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this. I want something better for my life." I don't know what that motive. Or you could go like, well, the largest case I get is people go, "Bro, I keep on blowing accounts. I can't even pass an account. I don't know what I am doing. I am going to outsource some help." And this is a person who's seriously transparent and clearly knows what they're doing and clearly knows what they're talking about. And everyone keeps on rejoicing at the top of their lungs. I'm going to take a chance on $100. I don't know what the answer is to you. Whatever your motivation is, you need to find that. I can't do that for you. And I'm not going to sell you on it. Because me getting $15 from you after everything is not worth me selling my soul. I'm not going to do that. Be on alert. Ever since you told me supply and demand said I wouldn't be there all the time, I've been winning. Okay, I already read that. I already read that. Sorry, these messages don't have timestamps. I've been looking at you spitting right now, E. Absolutely. E got to pay my daughters. Got to put my daughters through college. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Tori. Tori has a beautiful family. I know her. One of my good friends. Really, 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 really good friends. A lot of love for Tori inside Discord. I've been looking at the 1 minute chart and entering. Bro said you spent right home. Let me make sure the Discord is pulled up. Absolutely. Absolutely. I get that message a lot, as a matter of fact, I promise you. Like here. Where's Mama Trey's at? Mama Trey's put her kids through college. Put her sons through college. Just opposite thing here. See? What she said. Wait, where's it at? She says, my only time doing this, but I'm in disbelief. I can't believe this is real. Like half of my boys' tuition paid. See? I know how our story ends here. I know how our story ends. There's dozens of people inside there putting their children through college from this information. I know how our story ends. Mm-hmm. This woman makes like by the way, this woman makes like $200,000 a year, by the way. She makes more money trading now than she does, trading that now than she does with.
Aren't they about ready to break a little trend line there?
Let me take a look. Yo, my goodness, look at this. Thank you for getting me back on track. Let me stop goofing around. Look at this. This ES and this S space is looking like it's starting to roll over. The target for this trend line would be 29.090. Let me see if this is worth this shortness inside this hole for 200 ticks to the downside. I'm going to take this right now, and I'm going to start to scale into this in a minute. Hold on real quick. I'm going to take this right now to the short side. I'm going to take this right now to the short side. I'm going to target this low over here at about like 100 or so ticks to the downside. Let me see something here. I'm going to go break even on this trade right now. Buy stop. Break even on this trade. Damn, this market is insanely volatile. My God. Look at how volatile this market is, dude. Look at that. It's best not to goof around with these people. Holy smoke cakes. Damn, that shit went straight to the goddamn TP. That was damn, holy smoke. Holy smoke. That was $300 literally in 30 seconds off of a trendline snap. Did you just see what I just saw? Holy shit. This environment is insane. I'm just targeting just straight draws and liquidity. I was sitting there running my mouth. If that Discord student didn't say that, I would not have made $300 times 20. That was $6,000 I just made in 30 seconds on 20 funded accounts. We took the same trade, E. Let's go. Wow.
I'm in a short right now, aiming for the low at 28 cents. Never mind, they're not going to give it to me.
That was a hell of a trade. Wow. We took the same trade. That was $300, literally. Get into that as well. Wow. The money print.
I was building into that, and it was crazy because, I mean, once I hit the buy, I was up a little higher than UE,
Yeah.
but I mean, it went against me like, 60 ticks in like 2 seconds, and I held on to it. I mean, I TP'd the same time you did, but it's just crazy. These candles, they can ruin you, man.
Huge. Yeah, these candles are huge. You need to be on like 3, no more than 5 micros or so you'll blow up your account. That was literally $300 off of all of these accounts. Look, all of these are funded accounts. Damn. Wow, that was mighty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Best to wait now. I shorted from 29,198. Damn. What a short. You showed it up there before the trend line got confirmed. Damn. It's probably best we just sit down and we chill right now at this point in time. Thank you, Mike, for that alert. Because I was sitting there going on a rant. I have ADD, so like I'll get distracted easily. Like if I read a message, like I'll forget what I'm talking about. But sometimes like Discord will be like obviously respectful. They'll be like, hey, you see this trend line, something like that, and I'll go, oh, I like that. And then I take the trade to the base hit to the nearest drawn liquidity. The nearest drawn liquidity was 200 ticks away. That's why I did that. You never see me hold on to a trade for like no damn 300 ticks. But if they snap this, then the minimum is here because of the size of the candles. So you need to understand the environment that we're in. So the TP is going to be minimum 200 ticks away, minimum, because that's the nearest sweep that they can do. The next is here, 300 ticks away. Then the next one is over here, which is where they swept 400 ticks away. That's just the size of the candles in the market that we're dealing with right now. Hold on, let me remove this. Understand that. Done for today. See you guys tomorrow.
I mean, I know we're in negative right now, but I mean, how long does this normally last like this? These candles are just, the last couple of days have just been explosive.
Yeah, it's gonna last like this, and it's gonna last like this until negative HVL catches up. It's gonna take at least 3 or 4 days. Either that, or an event has to happen that shoots us up into like 725-ish. One or the other. These candles are going to be large. Like this right here is exactly why this indicator costs $3,300 a year, and I don't even use these levels. Because if I don't know this, then I won't know how the market is going to seriously behave. So that's also another thing that you get for free whenever you're inside Discord. That's literally like another thing. Because I'll let you know whenever we're in deep negative. Like I'll let you know in that pre-market trading plan that you don't need to be catching no falling knives, and that the candles are going to be larger, and you need to size accordingly. And you need to be on 2 or 3 micros at the absolute most. You can make $300 on 3 micros in 60 seconds in this environment. You don't need to be on no 10 micros, 20 micros, 3 or 4 minutes. You don't need to be doing that. You'll blow up the account literally instantaneously.
Is there different levels? Is there different levels of positive and negative, or is it just negative
it changes
positive?
daily. Nah, it changes daily, and it changes daily, and it's either positive or negative. But sometimes it won't flip on a dime immediately the moment that it crosses. For example, like let's just say, like it won't flip on a dime the moment that we go to 723. It'll start flipping and changing like right around like 721-ish, depending upon the day, 722-ish, where like the candles will start to fizzle out. So right now, the market maker is not hedging anything for all of the new beginners. The market maker, the dealer itself, is meeting buy orders with buy orders and sell orders with sell orders. That's why volatility is heightened through the roof. Up here inside this zone, buy orders are being met with sell, and the market begins to hedge itself, and the candles are way smaller. That's why up here inside this zone, right over here, the market was looking like this here. Look at how small these candles are up here inside this zone, boy. Look at how small these candles are up here. Look, 0.0% 1 minute candles. Every candle down here, whenever we down here, every single candle, that is 1/3% random candle at 9:43 a.m. with no news. 1/3%. That is 30 times larger than what it was 3 days ago. And this right here was the last piece of my trading journey that I had to understand. Because I could understand market direction, but when the market came into the zone over here, I would just be blowing up accounts. There's nothing that you can do in order to get me to depart from this information. If he was charging $3,000 a month, I would pay $3,000 a month. I would pay for it. I'm being dead serious. I would pay for that because it's worth more to me than that. Because that information allows me to make 30, 40 plus thousand a month. So I don't care about the price of the silver.
Yo, these candles are going wild for a sec.
Yeah, they're large. Talk to me.
No. They like fluttered. They fluttered. I don't like it.
Oh,
It's because there was a 12-point volume
No,
imbalance.
they
did a 12-point volume balance.
No. I'm just saying they just moved in a way that is very like, what the fuck? Why did you do that?
707. Yeah. High at 95, correct. That was a 12-point volume balance. That's why they shot this up like that, to flash that. Look at this. Look at these candles. Hold on, Mike. What was you saying? Because I want to make sure Mike is straight. What was Mike going to say?
I was just saying, let's just say in the next 2, 3, 4 days, the market's down, let's just say another 1,000 ticks or whatever. that negative just stays there then? I mean, even though, let's just say we kind of
It'll just keep
sustained a
catching up.
1,000 tick time.
Negative HVL will keep doing this. Every single day that passes, every single trade day that passes, negative HVL is going to do this. It's going to go from up here, like 725, and it's going to drop. And it's going to drop. Even if the price action keeps dropping, it's going to keep dropping. It's going to keep dropping. The next day, it'll probably be here, and the next day it might come up a little bit, depending upon the price action. Then it'll probably come down into here. Then it'll come down into here. And it'll keep dropping. It'll keep dropping. And then what's going to happen is the market's going to find stability randomly. I don't know where. Obviously after it sweeps a liquidity target. And then HVL is going to be low. And then when the market even bounces from the lows where it was just free falling off of a cliff, we're going to be back in positive HVL, and then the market's just going to be bullish again. So we'll start doing this. Because HVL is going to be so low, and then HVL is going to keep creeping up and 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 up on the way up. After each trading day. That's just how this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how this is going to work. So if we keep dropping, HVL is going to keep dropping with it. And then once the market stops dropping, the moment that it starts to go up, the market's going to flip bullish and it's going to be quote unquote in a happy mood again. And then like it's just going to flip bullish and it's going to start hunting buy side again. But as of right now, it's just trying to catch up. It's unstable. We're in the negative gamma environment with the options chain. Dangerous to be oversized in. Literally took on 2 micros, but we bang a good job, Buddha. Got in as well. I already read that. Straight to TP. Okay, I read that. How about summer to learn before I go back to teaching middle schoolers? I don't want to. Well, you're gonna have to do that. Done for the day. Tano says, good job. You're gonna have to do that. Because I don't think that by the end of the summer, that you're going to be consistently making $20,000-$30,000 a month for $40,000 a month, where you can be like, man, you know what, I'm gonna quit everything I got going on. Because even if you do that for like let's just say you make $20,000 the last month, I'm gonna still tell you not to quit your job, because you haven't had consistency doing that yet for multiple months. So you're going to have to do that. Like I tell the students in here all the time, the hardest thing that you're going to have to do is see how you can make 10,000. Is see how much is once you understand your strategy and once you get everything down pat, is to see how simple it can be, not easy, but simple it can be to make $10,000 in this environment, and then you got to go back to your job and you got to work an entire month to come away with $3,000. Though, you know, well, my mom makes after taxes $2,400 every 30 days. Swear to God. And she teaches toddlers. And she wouldn't want to do anything else. So like I'm just splitting the difference. She makes like $19 an hour. So that's going to be the biggest adjustment you're gonna have to make. Like, I really just worked 2 weeks and I just made $20,000 off of 10 accounts off of the same energy that I was making off of the same energy of 3 to 5 micros. I just made 20,000. And you telling me I got to go to work for the next month and show up and then come away with $3,000 and $3,500? What the hell? You need to still show up to that job with a smile on your face. Imagine making so much money right working hourly. They want to dump this. This is bearish, not bullish.
Anyone in the short?
Is that a 400 tick 1 minute candle? My Lord.
You're flipping
yes, that is.
guy.
And that is not their first time doing that.
My usual sizing goes between 3 and 5. I can tell you right now, I'm doing nothing above 2 right now.
You will blow an account goofing around with 5.
What's even wilder is my target for this short is 3,500 ticks away. But with how these candles are, that seems totally freaking doable.
I think they're about to come here.
Oh, they're dumping. They're dumping hard.
They want to come here and target this data with low. Do not long this. There's
I'm
a
aiming
data
for
with low
yesterday's low for 28,224.50, and I'm going for 2 cons, 3,500 ticks. Let's go.
Give this up. They about to give up this entire move, and I think these people want to come over to this data wick low that they forgot about. That they
And
want
if
to know
it's
if they
not
forgot about.
MNQ that's giving me the signal, it's ES, because ES looks like it just wants to take out all of its
Everything.
lows, and there is so much resting liquidity and almost nothing in its wake down below us.
Nothing down here to stop this.
There was so much liquidity
They wanna go
yesterday when
lower,
it
they don't wanna
tapped
go
into
higher.
it, and there was so much more that it could have gone so lower.
They want to
But
come
it
here to
wants
the
to
zone.
butter through these 15s right now.
They want to come here to the zone and take out this data wick low. This is bearish and not bullish. We're in deep negative HVL. Do not goof around with them. It will butter. Do not catch this falling knife. I'm trying to tell you right now. Look
Man,
at
they just
this
left an
candle.
18-point volume imbalance right there.
That's 1,000 ticks right there.
What? Yeah. That perfectly
Tapping
aligns
into
with the
a 3 and
18.
a 15.
Jesus.
No, they just left one.
If they're gonna bounce it, this is a perfect zone for them to look for it. So be careful, be on alert.
Lord have
E, don't do
mercy.
that. Look
Do
what
you
they
hear
just
me? Be
left
on alert.
above.
No, I'm not gonna show this. I was just adjusting my contract. So.
No, not you, E, not you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do what you do, and I'm just like saying things and like for how people would think, and it's like, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm just in general. Little Susie Q over there, Bloomberg account doing this. Don't do that.
Holy smoke cakes. That's a 16-point volume balance right there. I appreciate that heads up. We need to be on alert for that. This is dangerous. They could flash this up at any point in time.
ES is tapped into a 15 and a 3. MNQ, NQ has not. I think the second it does, we might see a little bit of a pump up. There is a very small 15, and I mean like 2-3 tick 15 at 28, 736, 25. You know what I say about those extremely small bissies and cibbies.
Mm-hmm.
Most powerful weight in the freaking world, let me tell you.
I think, I think these people got business here at this 740, and I think that because it's.
Yo, Chilo, me too, bro. Me too. His least favorite thing, but I try my best to see if I can, like, I guess I'm gonna use the word predict, but like when they're going to ping pong between zones and just chop around like that to try to get people off sides, I do my best. Like even right now, I think we could chop around this between these two 15 minutes, the one we're ejecting off of and the one we're fighting between, because they could invalidate it and then make it have strength and just ping pong us between till they decide to gun it up or slam it down.
I'm pissed off because I was talking for the last 2 to 3 minutes. At least.
Oh, I didn't hear, bro.
Yeah. And no, not you. What I'm saying was my mic went out, and Dev just said, "If you're talking, we can't hear you." Or is it me? I'm pissed off because I was talking for the last 3 minutes and I was talking about that volume imbalance, and so now I have to repeat myself. Chris, it wasn't true. You know, I love your analysis, so please don't take. So don't say that. So don't even think for a split second. I was talking about you, my brother. I was
Oh,
just
you're good, bro.
saying, yeah,
All
yeah.
good. Never crossed my mind.
Okay,
Not in a
good.
second.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, bro. My mic went out. He says I can hear you now. Yeah, my mic went out, and I was sitting rambling, and I was talking about this volume balance, and I was like, I think that was Matt that alerted me, and I said a Discord student, Matt, alerted me that there's an 18-point volume balance up inside the zone. Don't short this. And then I said, what I think the safest thing to do is to wait for them to pop this up inside the zone, and then you start looking for a short potentially to then target potentially this data wick low. If you're not already in a trade, I said you don't want to be shorting here inside the hole. And lastly, what I said was the most dangerous thing you can do is the most dangerous thing you can do right now is long this. What I would not do is short this. I'm unsure if the mic went out whenever I said that or what was heard, but that's just the summarization of what I said verbatim. I was saying this down here inside the zone. And I said in this environment, they're randomly spewing 500 tick candles randomly. Do you understand that is a random 490 tick candle over here at the bottom? Do you understand that this 60-second candle is almost half of 1%? In 60 seconds randomly? There was no news. I'm listening to my Newswire talk right now in the background. There's nothing going about. This is a dangerous environment, and this is CPI. You need to choose easier days to trade. If you are green right now, you need to walk away from the screen. Understand what I just told you. If you're green right now, let's just call it a day. Let's just call it a truce, please. So help me God. Let's just call it a truce, please. If you're green right now, let's not be inside of a short and they randomly spew a 500 tick 60-second candle and you lose. Because if you're shorting this right over here and you looking at this and they shoot this up 500 ticks against you and you in 5 micros, you'll lose $1,300, but against you if you're on an intraday trailing drawdown account. So you'll be $800 away from blowing an account on your next trade, and you'll still be break even. And that's if you go break even and it don't go against you. That's if you're lucky enough to go break even. This is a dangerous environment. I don't think they want to go no higher. I think these people want to go lower, and the only reason why they went higher was to come up here and fill this over here where the circle was. I think these people got business to go lower. Like I said, what you should have been doing was you should have been shorting it on this pop. They trying to go lower. I don't think these people trying to go no higher. I'm being dead serious. Be on alert and watch out. Look at the size of these damn candles, boy. These candles are no joke. This is not something to just monkey around with. It's dropping like it's hot though, maybe not. I think that we should have been shorting up here at this top. And I think these candles are largely insane. I don't want to short this inside this damn hole. I think that these people want to come here to the zone. That's what my brain is telling me. My brain is telling me these people want to come up there to that zone. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. And I don't think these people are goofing around. I don't think that they're here to just monkey around. I'm being serious. Be on alert. Look at this.
I just TP'd out on that short, but I had to do an E on that one because I bought in and it went 90 ticks against me instantly. So I leveraged in one more time and then I got the heck out at 100 and some ticks.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good trade.
Good job, sir. Good job.
They want to go lower, not higher. This bounce was fake, and they only wanted to do that in order to satisfy that 16-point volume balance over here that Matt alerted us to. Blanchard, thank him. But I think my mic went out when I was saying, hey, what you should do is wait for them to fill this, and then you short. My mic went out. But Mike was still able to capitalize on the short on this bounce and get a little something off that. Calling it a day here. Trade safe, y'all. Chilo says, I think that's a smart idea. I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna lie. They want to come over here to the zone. I don't think they want to go no higher. I think they want to go lower.
You have a great day, Chilo.
They want to go lower.
Chilo, hit me up sometime. Send me a message. We need to chat up a few we need to chat up a few move ideas. I know you and I think a lot alike as far as like the larger tick moves. So hit me up sometime. I wanna pick your brain on a few things.
These people about to go lower, boy. This is bearish, not bullish. This is bearish, and they want to go lower. This
All right, have a great
intraday
day.
sell side delivery program model. They want to attack. They want to take this ES to 7335. I don't think they want to go no higher. Do you understand that they just gave up a 500-point move in 3 minutes? They shot it up one candle sideways for 1 minute and then dumped and gave up the entire move with no pullback. This is dangerous. This is not something to meander around with. They're going straight for liquidity. They're not goofing around in this environment. I think they want to come here. That's what my brain's telling me. There's people getting ready to come here. I'm trying to tell you. That's what my brain's telling me. Because why else would they pull it back like that so aggressively? I think they want to dump this. I just think that they're monkeying around.
The only thing making me think that it wants to bounce is that we are basically tip-tapping right back into that 15-minute that we rejected from earlier. So unless we blow through this soon here, I'm going to start probably thinking of trying to find a way out of my short here. I'm about halfway through on my trade, but I still think it's going to go through. I'm just trying to think.
ES? Yeah.
Second?
You talking about tiptoeing on this 15-minute over here on this ES? They're trying to...
ES is about to blow right through it. I need ES to blow right through it because MNQ is making me feel a little antsy right now.
ES is going to blast through 335. They're not going to stop. It's going to
sometimes
blast through
when
335.
they bottom out like that or top it like at the bottom or top of a FVG, a BISI or SIBI, I've been noticing a lot of like that's their base for the reversal on that leg up. So seeing how it did that before and us kind of tiptoeing around them basing it again for another possible bounce is making me a little antsy. That's all I'm saying. Because now we're now MNQ's tapping right into that 15 before. So now is where I am on lock. I am freaking locked in. Let's go.
They want to come here.
Moving my
ES
TP.
is about to blast through this, and they're about to dump this 400 ticks. Any bounce, I'm going to assume is fake. ES is going to blast through 335. 350, 335. Here. It's clear as day with they're masking the objective. This is bearish off the chain, Kenshi says. 682 at QQQ sometime this week. They just did it yesterday. When I wasn't on stream, look. It was damn near there for real. I don't think we go back over there to them lows. I'm being for real with you. I don't think so. They want to dump this past the zone here. There's nothing to stop the CS from going to the zone. The only reason why I think they bounce, guys, they'll give you 0.5% moves like this in 60 seconds to hurt the people entering into positions at the bottom. This will blow up your account if you were shorting it here on this candle over here. They want to dump this. They don't want to go no higher. They're testing. ES just flashed 335 like I told you. That was that a ping you heard. Looks like it came back to open market price. They want to take on this data wick low I've been telling you about. They want to reprice this. They don't want to go. Guys, listen, when they sweep this data wick low, you need to be out of the short if you're still holding on to the short. They can immediately reverse. This is the major objective for the day. Repricing the CPI data wick low. Understand what I just told you. If you're in a short, you need to be safely out at 740 if you're trailing that. You need to be out like just in general, like even the runners. I'm not even joking. Don't go.
If they come that far, and it flushes the right way, they might go down to that 18. It's not too far away.
They about to liquidation squeeze this. This is bearish. This is bearish and not bullish. Any bounce I'm going to assume is going to be fuel to then target the zone here. You need to watch out for this. I've been telling you this now. And people are going to sit here and debate, and they're going to look at this screen. They're going to be like, how the hell does this dude know this? You need to study up inside that Discord. That's what you need to be doing. You need to study up inside that Discord, and you need to be showing up to them free mentorships. It's free when you're in here. Why you not asking questions? Why not? You see that? Remember what I told you 30 minutes ago when I said the most dangerous thing you can do is long this, but what I would not do is enter into is short this because of that 16-point volume balance. This is like reading a book.
There's an 18 lower if they come down deep enough.
Absolutely. If they flash us the wrong way, they're gonna reactivate that. Be on alert. That's what you need to be doing. They want to dump, not go higher. They're going to take out this low. When you hear that ping, you need to be out. Don't be surprised if they do a liquidation heap sweep through the zone and then reverse. Don't goof around with them.
Tapping on that small 15.
CPI data with low, they're about to reprice. They might give you God body, bounce, and then give it up for people short inside the hole here, just to stop you out. You need to ask yourself this question: do I want to be greedy right now for 30 or 40 ticks, or do I want to just get out of this trade and be safe? Understand what I just told you. Do you want to risk that for 30 or 40, for them 30 or 40 ticks over here after we've been directing this? You see them starting to bounce it again? What do you want to do? How greedy are you? How greedy are you? Got 2 apex at the buffer. I'm done for the day. You see that bounce? You see exactly what I was just telling you about? How greedy are you? How greedy are you is the question. Do you want to scrape out every single tick you can get? Are you one of those people that likes to get caught with your hand in a cookie jar? Why don't you just take 1 or 2 cookies at the most and just have a cookie to eat every day? Huh? You do know that taking too many cookies and eating too many cookies in a day can cause you to be morbidly obese, heart disease, there's so many different problems. But 1 cookie a day might be okay. They want to dump to go lower. They don't want to go no higher. That was just stop people at the bottom. Don't do this. I'm trying to tell you, don't long this. Got 2 apex at the pass my eval. I'm done for the day. Multiple students passing the evals. Good job. Great job, Sean. Great job, sir. Proud of you, Sean. Good job, sir. Got 2 apex at the buffer. I'm done for the day. Need 3 more profitable days for a payout. Let's stack good days together, 0. Good job, sir. I'm proud of you. Run off on the plug. They want to dump, not go higher. They want to go lower. Multiple student profitable. Over
We're
and over
about
again.
to tap on that small ass mother effing 15.
You see that?
Tapping.
They just flipped. They just swept this low. See that? Good morning.
Be on alert.
All right, blue below open. You see that? See that liquidation heat?
Everyone be on what? Alert.
That's to be on alert. They just took out that low that I was telling you about. That zone I was just telling you about.
Now, if we continue to go lower, be what? On alert, because once we swipe the opening low there, or that 735 low, they could reverse it. They could reverse it. Although that other low down below is looking a little juicy, but only if you had already entered in that short. Because they could boof it up, try to make you think they're going for that secondary low on the bottom, or I'm sorry, from 735 yesterday or 1240 yesterday, and then they could just blow your account, completely ridicule you, laugh in your face.
Yes, sir. Made 6K on that short, 1 account though. Hyper from Discord. Students inside this community print the money. And you sitting here debating with me over $59. Personally, whoever you are. I'm speaking objectively. You want to debate with me. Dude just took that short and made $6,000. And you sitting there goofing around, trying to figure out whether or not $59 is worth your time or not. Trying to ask me questions about what do I get. There's a 3-day free trial. What you got to lose? What's your excuse? What's your excuse?
E, look at the double bottoms on ES that they just made.
Oh,
Or I think it's double. It might be by one tick.
let me see. What, on ES or NQ? So I can before I look.
Yes.
Jesus. Low 7318. 7318.50. Yeah, they missed it by one tick. Oh man. 70 to 75. Oh nah, they took it out by one. They took it out by one tick. This market's starting to bounce. That's crazy, huh? They just flashed 730 on this SPY. I wonder how serious they are about this 730 right over here. Or like if they're gonna liquidation squeeze us through the zone and come into like 729 before they bounce. I wonder what these people are getting ready to do. Look at the size of these god dang on candles, boy. Wow. They might reattack for real. This is
Oh, we
dangerous.
just broke through that.
Hold on, lower this candle.
I want to see a closure on a 5.
Low at 1925. Low at 18. Man, look at this aggressiveness. It's best we walk away. I size him too heavy to be copy trading for real, Hyper says. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Hyper. Hyper made $6,000 on a Top Step funded account. Look, student. Express account, 50K. He made $6,300.
Good
Hyper,
job.
Hyper,
Good job.
Hyper, I should seriously tell these people your story about like, when, you know, I'm not saying you was crying. You probably was crying. I don't know. But like about how like you were unprofitable and you could not get a single payout. But like, they would not believe me, bro. Like, they would not believe me that you're literally making $6,000 cash in a day now. How old, bro? All this is bro. How old are you, bro? I'm serious. How old are you? I trade separately. Yeah, how old are you, bro? How old are you? I'm not even joking. What are you like 20 something? What are you? How old are you? So they can see. I just turned 21. Man, what I would have to have, I would kill to have a mentor in this knowledge at 20 when you're 20 years old. That is insane, boy.
Trump's live right now.
You have a lifetime, bro, ahead of you. Oh my God, dog. Watch out. He says that was trading from my phone too. Thank you. Wow. You have a lifetime ahead of you. I'm up $400. Done for the day. I made 38 today. Done trading. No more cookies for me. Every student inside Discord make the money. Wow. Beautiful. Free mentorship?
Yeah, was Phantom in here? I don't hear him. I don't see him.
Just popped in. Just popped in. Followed your short and made $2,500 within 10 minutes. Instant follow. And Cameron above says, free mentorship? Students rejoicing from within inside here. But yes, the mentorship is free when you're inside Discord. Yes, it is. It's $59 per month, and I don't charge anything more. Why? Because if I keep going on rants like this, I can't trade. You see how I'm not inside the trades? They just took out that data wick low, but I can't even close this trade over here. What? Why is that thing saying that? Did that thing just enter me into a trade? Hold on. What the hell? What? Oh. Whew. I was getting scared. Oh my God. I was getting scared. Oh my God. I was getting scared. Oh boy. Whew. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Whew. I was getting scared. Goodness. I was terrified just now because I saw this P&L going up and down, boy. Goodness gracious. I saw that P&L going up and down. I got scared. Hold on. Excuse me. Whew. I got scared there. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. I got scared. Hold on. Oof, I got nervous there. I got nervous. I had to pull up the account. It says you down 5K. And then that's something that I did earlier with Eva Instant Pass. Those are just evaluations. Don't be confused with that. It's just stuck. It'll close out. It'll close out later on today. Yeah. Whew, I got nervous. Whew. Okay, good. Whew. Whew, I thought that something happened with my accounts. I got nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. I got a little nervous. There we go. Okay, we're good money now. The accounts that matter are safe over here at the bottom. Whew. Here they are here. They're safe over here. They're safe. Okay, good. These ones are safe. Okay, these ones are relevant. Whew. I got nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That shit threw me for a loop just now. I had to double check. I just had to double check. Okay, good. We're good money. They want to bounce to go higher, not lower. Trump is talking right now. He just came online. Accounts are safe. These are the Apex PAs. All of these are the funded accounts that are in the green. The other ones were the evaluations that I did.
What that boy Trump talking about?
He's not talking about nothing. Look at that bounce from that low. Trump live? Yeah, I'm trying to get back to market open before another dump. I'm trying to get back to market open before man. This is bullish, not bearish. They just took out this data wick low, and once they did this, then the market want to squeeze to go higher. I don't think that they want to go no lower. I seriously, in my brain, don't think these people are interested in going lower. I told you to be out over here whenever they swept this low. I told you that now. I told you that you need to be TPing out. Are you listening to what I'm telling you? Understand what I just told you now. Stop goofing around with these people. Understand what I just told you. What's this? Understand what I just told you now. Let me know before I start losing money. Oh, what you mean? What you know about? 48,200 to 49.50 in 2 days might be locked in. Good job, Farouk. Word, I was for the nah. I ain't down no money. That's false. That's a false P&L. Don't be confused by that. That was something that happened this morning with the EVA Instant Pass. It was just a glitch. That was a glitch with the system, the trade copy. I'm green on my funded account. Everything went as planned. I've been here 2 minutes and no trades. Raz says, exactly, Raz. Don't do me like that. I can't read. Camera says, oh, okay. I get that a lot. I promise you, I get that a lot. People go, well, if you make so much money, why don't you do it for free then? I do it for free once you're inside here. I got to keep the scammers out. That is it for free. Otherwise, I'll charge you $1,500 to $2,500 per month. I still think you should pay that, though. I'm being for real. Because if I could show you how to make $5,000 to $10,000 a day, why would you not pay that? What's the alternative? What's the alternative? Not make $5,000 to $10,000 a day? What's the alternative? I'm confused. What else you gonna do with your time? What else is there to do besides goof around? Timestamp 11:25. Can anyone answer that question?
Let's just get the world rich, bro. Let's just do it for free. Get the whole world rich.
Yeah, exactly. I've been here less than a month. My Discord didn't even repay. What you mean didn't even repay? What you mean by that? Repay? What you mean, Sean? Scroll up. What did you say? Yes, you did. I've only been 60 days or less. I'm not gonna lie though. Every day I'm on the charts, I'm learning. Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie, you the Go fam. You the reason I took the risk to join Big Bro class from TikTok Live. Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Alan. Absolutely. That's what it's about. It's about helping other people. Can I make $1,300 in one day on a 25K? Yeah, you can. What's the consistency though? You can do whatever you shit. Hell, you can make $20,000 in a day. But that means that you're gonna have to make another 20,000 before you get before you're eligible for a payout. So that consistency rule is serious. My blown bullet nuts was doing that too and scared the shit out of me. Exactly, yeah. My bullet nuts was doing that same. It glitched. It was a platform error. It glitched. They want to go. Don't goof around with them. This is how you know it's negative HVL. They shot the market up 800 ticks in a straight line with no pullback. That's how you know we're deep negative. This is not a joke to me. Look at this, man. I think these people got business here higher. Higher 702.16, 702.17. I think these people got business here higher, bro. I think that they're monkeying around. Dude, I think these people got business here higher or something like that inside this zone. I'm being dead serious. I wonder if I should risk this on this funded account, like long this for 120 ticks to the upside. We retarget these highs or something. I think they're about to go higher, bro. I don't think these people trying to go lower. I'm being dead serious. I think this is bullish. I think they want to go higher. I don't think they want to go no lower. I think this is bullish off the damn chain. I think they're about to squeeze us to go higher. But I have no clear liquidity targets in mind with this market. As long as I keep the same contracts, I should be good. Just do 5 days, 150 days. I mean, I think that you should just take one good trade. I think that you should just take one serious good trade. That's what I think you need to do. I think that you're overthinking it. I think that you're trying to oversimplify it. I think that you're overthinking it. I think you should just take one good trade whenever the market presents itself. I don't think that you should be betting the exact same every single time in order to try and get $150 a day. Like, hey, I got to get I got to get into I got to make $150 today, $150 the next day. Nah. I think you need to be going, where does my edge reside?
Every trading day is its own environment. You don't want that type. That's how I used to do it, and I used to fucking murder my accounts. Like, straight up kill them. Straight up every time. Because I would walk away. I'd have like $700 good day, and then it's like, oh, I went back in to try to get that extra 1,000 and make it 1,500. Oh, I blew the account trying to do that?
Yes.
Whoops.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to trade whenever your edge presents itself. That's what I would personally be doing. I did take one trade today, 1,300. Okay, good. Then tomorrow, take the same trade, maybe on different size or 2 to 3 micros, and then make $400 or $500, and then do it again for another 3 or 4 more days and get a payout. That's what I would do. I wouldn't necessarily say I need to make X, Y, and Z. You just need to adhere to that consistency rule. Other than that, you're good money. I don't see any issues. Watch out. This market want to dump to go lower. Trump is talking right now. Volatility is off the charts. Hey, where's Murdoch? I ain't seen him in a while, Mike. Life. You can make whatever you can, just can't get a payout until consistency is balanced. That is correct. I think these people ought to go higher. My brain's telling me that they're about to use this 1 and this 5 minute BISI as fuel to go higher. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain is telling me, do not short this right now. That's what my mind is telling me right now. I'm being dead serious. My mind is telling me, do not short this. Shorting this is not a good idea. Long on this is not a good idea either, without a clear liquidity target in mind. Maybe like a high or double top of some sort. High of this candle is 877, 877.75. High 877.75, 87. Marker going sideways now. Timestamp 11:30. might reattack this low. You could target this VWAP, he says. 1150 coming up, yeah. I could target this VWAP. But it needs to be, yeah, like up here inside the zone, maybe. Take a jab at this, potentially. This is deep negative HVL, though. Market's more bearish than anything. It's best not to goof around with them on CPI, overstay my welcome. Best to be certain. Look at that. I think that these people bounce this market. Look at this market bounce from this small 15-minute BISI. I think they're about to launch this off of a goddamn launching pad. Look at that Nvidia down 3%. Tesla down, Amazon down, AMD down, Intel break even. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Okay, right there. Timestamp 1133. They might liquidation squeeze us in a heap. They want to go lower, not higher. I gotta be certain. Like, it needs to be a clear drawn liquidity. That answer is not clear. This is a dangerous environment to be trading with CPI. Guessing on CPI is not a good thing to do. You will lose. They want to go lower, not higher. Bearish. Probably best I don't overstay my welcome. Could target these highs up here inside this zone potentially. 2 micros in order to retarget these highs up here. Timestamp 1134. Every bounce is being snuffed out. There isn't even like a volume close of 50. High of 44, there's a 6 right here. Every bounce is being snuffed out in this negative HVL environment. They want to go lower. They don't want to go no higher. This is a systematic sell-off. Very hard environment, to be honest. Hyper says, yeah, dangerous to be guessing. You need to be certain. If you're not liquidity trading, you're going to get cooked. Best we wait. Look at the size of these goddamn candles. Jesus Christ. Look at this SPY about to bounce. Look at this damn SPY about to bounce. Look at that. Look at that SPY come up there and fill his volume balance just now. Wow. Good job, Dev. Dev is up $800 on his TPT Pro. $800 on his TPT Pro. $800 on his TPT Pro. He is $1,300 on a new Apex PA, his funded account. I told you I was coming back to collect. Let's go, guys. Good job. Good job, Dev. Proud of you. Way to bounce back. Told you. Good money. Good job. Proud of you, sir. Good job. I remember your journey, too. I'm unsure about trading this. This is a dangerous environment. It's probably best we just not goof around with these people. I'm being dead serious. This is a dangerous environment. This is an insanely deep negative HVL. You take one base hit, you need to be done. Dev, you're done for the day. Dev, Alan, everybody, you're done for the day. Let's not goof around with them. You're done. You're done. You're done. Let's just not goof around with them. This is dangerous, man. I'm not even joking. You could easily lose in this environment. Like, be upset. One wrong candle read will spell disaster. One wrong candle read right now, and Trump is talking. Trump is talking, deep negative HVL, and CPI. I have no idea what that means. This is ridiculous of what it's about to dump. Not go higher right now. It's someone I would be rolling their minds. Right. Right. That's Mullah's. All I need are 5 micros. Was that $1,500 or 5 micros? Look at this damn Discord. P&L. 5 micros, $1,500. Right. That's your second day of $1,500, huh? $1,500. Damn. 2 bands off 2 accounts. One he can withdraw today. Wow. They don't want to pay the $40 a month. I guess they can stay as our liquidity, Jay Walk says. Right, Jay. Yeah. Scroll up, Unc. That's funny. That's good. Yeah. I trade separately. Oh my God, how many accounts is the hyper? $6,000. $400. $4,000. $3,000. Got two Apex accounts at the buffer. He's done for the day. Boom. Look at this. Wow. Done for the day. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, Native. Who took that same trade as me? You the truth for sure. I just seen that message. Thanks, Sean. You got to put my daughter through college. Yeah, absolutely. Spin right now. Up $300. Bread's done. Wow. Yes, sir. Raj says absolutely. What a consistency. SPY is hovering towards these lows. Grant just passed the Apex account. No, he's close. Close to passing that Apex account, Grant. I don't think that guessing right over here is a good idea for a bounce. Trump is talking right now. Good job, Grant. Show discipline and journal my progress. Good job, Lorenzo. Preferred platforms, TradingView. Any prop firm that allows you to trade on TradingView and that has the lowest barrier to entry. They want to bounce this. I don't think they want to go lower. I think these people want to bounce this market. A random 300 tick bounce from the lows. I think they want to come up here and take out this high. This is where I think these people are trying to come to. I'm not even joking. I think this is bullish, not bearish. I think that they're going to flip this market immediate term bullish. That's what my brain's telling me right now. And I think that it starts with that high. I'm being serious. This is bullish to me. I would not be shorting this timestamp 1141. Look at that bounce. Look at that random God body candle from the zone. Look at that. Are you kidding me? That is a random 300 tick candle. Holy smoke cakes, dude. They want to come up here and pop this damn high. Look at that, and they gave it up. It's best to be on alert. Wow. Whew. I wonder what's the chance that it take this market higher for real. $300 ticks up here above here. They gave up that entire move just now, boy.
I think I need to shut my computer off.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to shut the computer off. This is dangerous. You could blow up the account. Wow, look at that. They gave it up the next minute. Holy shite. It'll come. Just need some more time. Boy, this is dangerous, boy. Best to be on alert. They about to squeeze this higher, boy. They about to come up into the zone. I would not short this. Shorting here inside the hole is ill-advised. I think these people got business here with this high. That's what my brain is telling me. My brain is telling me they got business up there with that high. With Trump talking. Look at this sandwich. Green sandwich, red sandwich. Shoot it up, dump it, shoot it up. I'm telling you, boy, these folks got business up here higher. Wow. 1150 macro coming up. Did we play this? What's the chances that they go green, red, and then dump this market and then don't pop this high? What's the chances that they do some weird shit like that? What are the damn chances that they do some weird shit like that? What do y'all think? Discord, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that we long this and then try and target this high over here? What do y'all think? Does this qualify as seek and destroy? Yes. 100% this is seek and destroy. Discord, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that we target this high over here that I clearly think they're going to? Use that 3,500, what you mean? What do y'all think, Discord? Close 88. Low 97. What do y'all think, Discord?
Right there, it looks like it's approaching already. It's about to hit it right now.
They're literally about to do it right now in one candle. They're about to come up into this high in one candle. It took them one goddamn candle. There's an insane volume balance here lower. Don't be surprised if they pull this back to the fullest volume balance. I think this will be an easy long to the long side. Close at 88. Lower this candle is 97. This is a 9-point volume balance over at the bottom. If they dump this, if they dump this and find stability, I'm gonna long this. Understand what I just told you. Watch out. They're goofing around right now with that high. I think they got business to go here higher. That's what my brain's telling me. But there's a volume balance right over here. Watch out. Look at that dump. Oh my God. They just filled it just now to the tick. Low at 88. Close at 80. They just filled that volume balance just now to the tick. Watch out. They're about to bounce this and go higher now. They don't want to go no lower. Look at that. They about to squeeze this to go higher, boy. Now they want to go. Now they want to go. I'm alone this. I'm alone this, bro. I'm being dead serious. I think these people want to come up here and pop this goddamn high. I chased a little bit. But I think these people want to come up here and pop this damn high. That's what my brain's telling me. They just filled that volume balance just now. I think these people want to go higher and then pop this damn high past the zone. I gave up some of my damn profits. It's okay. I think these people want to go higher, boy. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I think they want to come up here and pop this damn high. It's already there, correct? I think they want to squeeze this. I don't think they want to go no lower. I think they want to pop this high. That's what my brain's telling me. What the fuck was that? Holy fuck. What the fuck did Trump just say just now? What in the fuck was that candle? What the fuck? It's best I get out of this. What the fuck was that candle? What the hell did Trump just say? See right there? See right there? That right there is exactly the bullshit that I'm talking about. What the fuck did Trump just say just now? That right there is exactly the bullshit that I'm talking about. Holy shit. What the fuck did Trump just say just now? I gotta get the fuck out of that. Like, I can't even like get in. What the fuck?
Look at my screen right now. I knew I was right this entire time. That 1 minute.
What the fuck?
Held up the entire move up right there. That 1 minute inside of that 3 minute. Once we couldn't get the once we couldn't get that push up, it decided to just dump. My original target 28 183.75. It's gonna go right there.
Holy shit. They just dumped this market 900 ticks in 60 seconds. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Jesus H. Christ, may he help us.
And you're only a few ticks away too, E.
And I was literally a few ticks away, and they just did that shit just now. Holy shit. That shit was crazy just now. Let me double check this, man, before I do something foolish. That right there is exactly the shit I'm talking about, man. That's why I just need to be walking away. Why am I goofing around on CPI right now with Trump talking? Why am I doing that? Why? Like, what am I trying to personally gain from doing some weird shit like that? Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, what the hell do I personally have to gain with doing some weird shit like that? Like, all jokes aside, bro. Like, lock in. Ridiculous. Like, what the hell do I have to gain with some shit like that, bro? Like, dead ass. Like, what the fuck do I have to gain with some weird shit like that? Jesus Christ. I'm about to take out these lows. Low of 697, 10, low of 690, 12. Jesus Christ. That's insane.
You talking about dropping some bombs?
Man, what an environment. That's what he just said?
Yeah. Say you about to drop a few on them today.
Shit. There's nothing I can do with that. They about to dump.
He just talked about the helicopter that just got shot down, and he said in retaliation he's going to drop a few bombs on them today.
Holy fucking Christ. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of that. Hell no. They about to dump this, boy. And I'm about to reevaluate. I'm being for real, boy. They about to dump this, boy. I'm not lying.
I'm in a short right now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boy, they about to dump this. This is not a joke. They about to dump that. They about to dump that. That's not a joke. They about to dump that. I shorted that shit on 20 contracts away at this damn bottom. Shit. Hit my daily loss limit, son of a bitch. Fuck. Turn all my accounts red. Fucking around with Trump. Fucking bullshit. Hit my daily loss limit with this bastard. Hit my daily loss limit. Fucking around with this bastard on a CPI day. Flat out ridiculous. There's no way
Yeah,
shit
he always has to come on and screw shit up.
$700 closer to blowing this damn account. All of that hard work I put in for those accounts, those funded accounts.
He's about to talk about AI and the government taking stake.
He rinsed me just now. Trump did. Shit. Shorted into the hole. What was I thinking? I got no more accounts to trade either.
Bullish news, bullish news.
They're about to come up here and pop these goddamn highs. They rinsed me. This is an insane environment to be goofing around with.
It's impossible to trade this.
Can't trade this. My daily loss limit. I gotta respect it. I played with the beast and I got burned. Start talking about bombing. It's flat out fucking ridiculous. He dumped this market 800 ticks in 90 seconds. Well, there goes my 25K fund. I'm so stupid.
Chris, are you still in that short from earlier?
No, brother. I did what I shouldn't have done, and I added into it. If I hadn't added into it, it would be walking its happy ass right down to my TP. I had top ticked this entire move and thought buying in a little more was going to be great, and now it's literally running and basing itself to go right to my TP after it stopped me.
I can't trade anymore. all that work I spent on those accounts. And I can't do Mission Pass again.
Trump talking his shit. He said the world need everything that the U.S. got. We don't need nothing from them.
It's crazy. Like one man.
Now they're gonna go to your original TP up top there. That's
100%,
crazy.
100%. That's exactly what they're going to do. They just rinse me. How do I do this? How do I delete this? They better come up there to this original TP. Hold on. Ridiculous. They rinsed me. Made me look like a child. Connections. Copy trade. How do I delete this? I better come up there to the original TP. They rinsed me and confused me. And they rinsed me and they confused me, and I ended up trading geopolitical war tension news, thinking that they was gonna dump it based off what he said. And they rinsed me and caused me to short at the bottom, thinking that there was gonna be a continuation. That was poor trading. That was terrible. Shouldn't do no shit like that. What was I thinking? Why did I even get out of that position in the first place? Why did I do that for? Like, why did I do that for? I never do nothing like that. I never get out of a position and just get out at the bottom like that, and then re-entering at the bottom. I never do that. I never do no weird shit like that. Hold on real quick. How do I delete these trading groups? They're about to squeeze this higher.
And actually, when I had gotten stopped, I was out of my trade and trying to re-long it because of that reaction off the bounce, but that retap or that rejection off that 1 minute to give us that 980 tick downside move, that killed me.
That was a TP.
That was wild.
Hold on real quick, guys. I'm trying to figure out how I do this. Hold on. Edit config. Okay. Delete group. Took me all of that time. Edit configuration, demo, settings, accounts. I'm pulling this. 1, 2. Edit configuration. Linux. 1. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1207. Bullshit. They rinsed me. They rinsed me. I'm gonna log up before I revenge you and do something more stupid. If you see me on there and pop up in this call, rest of the day, lay it on me. Absolutely, Joe. It caused me to close out my trade here at this bottom, enter over here at this bottom, and I got rinsed up here at the top, and it took it straight to the TP. 1,100 ticks. Can you believe that?
Hey E, how many micro were you in just now?
Man, I was in 2 micros, and that shit caused me to take a $700 loss on 2 micros in 90 minutes, in 90 seconds. And then I closed out, over here at the bottom like a fool. Like I never close out trades at the bottom. Like I wait for some kind of structure to appear, and then I average into the long side to then get up to then become a better loser to give myself a fighting chance. And then what I did was because on certain accounts I have a daily loss limit in mind. So like I have something like I'm working with. So like me doing that makes 0 sense because I lost my risk management because I only had $500 to work with. So I entered into a trade on 20 micros over at the bottom for like a continuation play, and I only had 50 ticks in this environment before I got stopped out. And 50 ticks is coming in 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. So like I didn't even calculate that correctly. Like I just thought that they were going to liquidation squeeze this through this low, maybe come over here or something like that. For like a continuation play at 80 set for like 80 ticks. That's why I shorted over at the bottom. It was like a breakout trade. But like on a breakout, you need to be out on the break.
So it didn't help that was at the 1150 macro too. I don't think we noticed that.
Jesus Christ, I did not notice that either. I did not notice that. So my God, I did not notice that. I did not notice it was 1150. That's what I'm saying. Like I shorted it at 1150. I lost all training. Like there was no training right there with that. Like that was just completely just me just shitting the bed, just completely losing my mental.
Why didn't nobody say nothing, bro? Damn, I was going. I'm in the airport.
There's no way in hell that nobody would have been able to save me. There's no way in hell that they would have been able to save me.
Nah, the 1150. Yeah. Bro, if I was here, I saw 1150. I would have tell you. I would have been on the half too. Why
they've been saying that. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that's one of your rules. Never short at 1150.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was listening to the Trump news. I got completely blindsided. I wasn't paying attention at the time. If so, I would have loaned it. I was not paying attention at the time. I would not have closed out that short either. I actually would have averaged
one of our models.
Exactly. Yeah, I went against one of the models.
1150 macro.
Yeah.
1150 macro.
Exactly. I went against one of the models and I lost.
Our rules, guys, 1150, we never short.
Absolutely.
That's E rule. Never short 1150.
Anyway, timestamp is 12:07. You think it's gonna dump? I have no idea, man. Trump is talking. He could say anything that could cause this market to dump 1,000 ticks like how it did in 90 seconds. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest with you. He got me looking like a child just now. That was crazy.
Something on the newsfeed Trump just said we took out 20 Iranian ships.
All right, they rinsed me. I'm done for the day, guys.
Yeah, CPI is an extremely tough day to trade.
I don't know why I even hopped on. I told myself not to do CPI. I told myself. Why did I jump in for CPI?
Man. Like,
and the worst part was if I hadn't built into this, I would be winning right now.
Yes.
So
100%.
this is fucking wild.
Me too, bro. How you think I feel? I turned a satisfactory winning day into a daily loss limit day kind of day.
Oh, I feel you. Now the next like 2 or 3 days I'm gonna be sitting here trying to just go 2 to 3 like some very small wins. I mean that should have been what I was doing today anyway, but my first entry was beautiful. Why did I fucking mess with it?
Me too. Like I completely abandoned what I was going to do in regard, like for real, bro.
All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here before I get more pissed off with myself. I hope you all have a good day.
All right, Chris. Have a good day, man.
See you, man.
Shit, I got rinsed this man. Oh God, I did. Damn.
I just post. I know you don't use this strat, right? But when the market is choppy like that, I kind of put that on, and it shows me like the top and bottom, basically, like where they should be going. Trade like basically. That's the orb. I basically throw the orb on, and if you look, it's trading between the mid orb and the bottom of the orb. That's what it's doing basically. That white line that I got and that light gray line. This is like the little thing I was working on, the hourly, that, and a few other things. And I started noticing with the orb now, if it's below the middle of the orb, she just trades either mid orb to the bottom of the orb, and she gets choppy going sideways. And when she's trading above the middle of the orb, she goes from middle to top. That's all she's been doing. Yeah, like mid orb is somewhere around 863. She just been bouncing, rejecting off of there. Like when she passed 863, she'll go up. But like right now, she don't want to go up.
That is insane. It did that. Buying up here at the top was my first mistake to try and get 80 ticks to the upside. That was my first mistake. Chasing us up here, that was my first mistake. My next mistake was overreacting to the news itself. I was in 2 micros. I was positioned accordingly in order to get out somewhere up here at this top. Accordingly, I had daily loss limit set in place. I closed it and I cut my daily loss limit at the knees. I cut it at the knees. And then I shorted over here at the bottom on this candle here, expecting us to go lower. I cut it here at the knees and I repositioned myself in the opposite direction on 10 times the size. On 10 times the size, but half the drawdown that caused me to initially lose. And I abandoned this idea knowing that they were getting ready to come up here. Horrible performance. Horrible. They just banned the live stream just now. Probably best I cut this day before I have a bad day. That's what's probably best. Count to 10. No longer unless you have a direct target. That is correct. Give up all my profits today. And daily loss limit. I think it's best that I don't goof around. I think it's best I call it a day. That's what I think. That's what I think is best. I think it's best that I not have a bad day. That's what I think. That I not slip into despair on my other funded accounts. My other funded accounts can right the ship. My other funded accounts can right this ship. I made a grave mental error. Grave mental error. Grave. I bought the top of a move for a breakout. Hold on, let me take that back. I got rinsed in both directions on breakouts. I got rinsed in both directions on breakouts.
E, when you do the breakout trade, do you trail at the same time?
Usually speaking, I'm really not looking for the trail breakouts. I'm looking to be out on the breakout. But I got rinsed on in both directions. I got rinsed
No,
waiting for the breakout, and then rinsed shorting it into the hole after the breakout.
no. I mean, like say it's breaking out at like 750, 28, 750. Like, would you put your sell stop at 28, 750 for the breakout, and then just close the trade within a few ticks, or like how would you do it?
I identify a clear drawn liquidity, and I'm in with heavy confirmations that they're getting ready to take it out, and then on the breakout, I'm usually out.
Oh, okay,
That's how I
I
usually
got you.
navigate them.
Oh, so you're in before the breakout even happens.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Was up 4,000. Was about to lock out and lost it all. How are you up $4,000 and you let that shit ride, bro? How? How? Justin? How? How are you up 4,000 and you just lose it all, brother? Like how? Like that is insane. I'm not trying to pour on a man when he's down because I'm down too. Because I just took a loss on the trade and I got rinsed in both directions. But how, brother? How, bro? Talk to me.
Yeah, I got a question before you go.
Talk to me.
And this is on you. So you were in those two micros trying to hit that top. Now, I understand what you were doing, but I try to do the same thing you do. If it goes against you, you kind of like, okay, let's reconfigure and maybe buy in another two micros after whatever. But I mean, after it went, at least let's just say it went 150 ticks against you. I mean, what would it like to me? I probably would have cut it there. I probably would have cut it at 100 to be honest. But I mean, isn't there a point? Didn't that go like 600 against you or something like that? But I mean, wouldn't it have been like, okay, it went 150? I'm out. I gotta rethink this. I mean, but I saw that you let it go, a ways down. But wouldn't it have been better just I mean, I'm asking you. I'm not teasing. I'm not.
I know.
Because I've done stupid stuff myself. But I mean, wouldn't it have been better just to let that go to 150 and say, "Shit, okay, I lost."
Yeah, so I make that adjustment depending upon the current market environment that we're in, that we're trading in, if that makes sense. So in this environment, they can give up, like they can dump it through 400 ticks and come back up through 400 ticks. It's completely different than being down 150, 200 ticks in positive HVL. So that was my first logic and that was my first reasoning. The second thing is I needed to process the information at hand that the market was showing me. So I personally just don't like closing out at the bottom of moves. Like that's just not something that I do. So I broke like I deviated from how I trade in like 4 or 5 different manners, and that resulted in me hitting my daily loss limit. So honestly speaking, when I heard that and when I saw us displaced from the zone, my mind was telling me that this move over here was fake. And the only reason why I abandoned this was because, I still want him to alert us and to let us know something. Like I want everyone to be able to speak their mind, so don't be discouraged. But the only reason why I abandoned this was because a student inside Discord was like, hey, Trump just was talking about bombing, and this makes sense. That's why the market reacted like that. But even then, though, like I was just thinking, hey, this is just a gross overreaction. I still think they want to come up here and pop these relatively equal highs. So I'm still thinking in my mind that they're going to actually still somewhat revert to a mean at the time, if that makes sense. And so like that's just like what I was thinking of, like in my mind. Now, logically speaking, yes, you should close the trade if you're down 150, 200 ticks and just sort of kind of reevaluate. But I was in 2 micros, and then by the time I blinked, literally it took 25 to 30 seconds in order for me to be down 600 ticks. Like, why would I just close that over here at the bottom immediately? So like I'm exercising discretion. I'm using risk management, like just my own mental risk management, because I'm in 2 micros. Like you saw me switching the order button over here to like 8, and I was getting ready to buy over here at the bottom on this 8. Like I was looking at this, like I was like, man, like I wonder what these people getting ready to do. Like maybe I can average down to become a better loser. I don't know. So like that's just like what I'm thinking of. But then I also have the $1,000 daily loss limit built into the Apex accounts in my back pocket. So I'm playing and like I'm rinsing that. Long story short, like that's just like how I'm trading. That's just like what I'm thinking.
I suppose it got so close to the other objective that you thought it was going to go down lower too, I suppose, at that time, huh?
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that until I closed this trade over here at this bottom right over here on this candle, like right here. So like I didn't think that until we took out this low. When we took out this low, I thought that it was going to precipitate lower into this 15-minute SIBI over here, like 150 ticks, based off of that news. Like, but I wasn't paying attention that it was 1150 macro, and then that was my error. So I shorted it at 1150, and I was not paying attention to that. And that was also another error that I made, because I'm trying to process all of this information in real time. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like people can see my mistakes in real time, and you can see the things that I do right and the things that I do wrong. And that's why I think that having somebody that you trust, or having a mentor, or whatever you want to call them, whoever it is, that's able to be transparent with you is completely invaluable. Because
to be honest with you, and to be honest with you and point out your mistakes.
Absolutely, yeah, because I could very well just have taken that loss and just been like, all right, guys, I'm catch you later. Like I'm gonna just log off. But like I'm sitting here and like I'm breaking down like what I did right and like what I did wrong, so that you can see all of the mistakes that I'm making. And that's only possible with somebody who actually trades live on a daily basis. Like you can't have this and then somebody just be teaching you strictly, because people can talk all they want to, but until you see somebody doing it in real time and seeing the mistakes that they make and then understanding that they're in the foxhole with you, it's a completely different character. So, yeah.
Well, I don't think you were wrong. I just think you got screwed.
I got screwed, and I made multiple every. I did I did every single thing that you could possibly do wrong on this trade. I did 5 things wrong on this trade. Everything, 5 or 6 things wrong. Everything that you could have possibly done wrong, I did wrong on this trade that I don't do. My journal literally says no knife catching up or down. Don't buy the top or short the bottom. I bought the top right over here at this top of this move to try and get 80 ticks on 2 micros. Do you understand this? Do you understand that I risked that entire downside in order to make $80?
Yeah, that was bad.
Look at that. That was a horrendous risk to reward. I was only trying to get 80 ticks, which was to pop this high. But I jumped the gun and I bought up here at the top to make $80. That's absolutely insane.
It's not a good risk to reward scenario.
Absolutely. You're not. Exactly. Yeah, so terrible risk to reward. So that was the first thing. Then the next thing I did was, y'all know that whenever a position starts liquidation and squeezing like this, I'm scheming on a way to get out. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm scheming on a way to get out on a bounce into the zone, because I know that 9 times out of 10 the market's gonna bounce back. It's just that you're probably just overreacting, or because more times than not I'm sized accordingly for it. More times than not, especially over at this bottom like this. So I closed out over at the bottom, and I closed out. Well, now I got $450 left in drawdown, because I closed out of that trade, versus me being in the trade and then trying to structure and trying to work with what I have towards my $1,000 daily loss limit. That was the next mistake I made. That's 2 huge mistakes. Then the third mistake I made was I figured that since we took out this low, we had an immediate shift in market structure, that it was going to precipitate lower because of the news. So I made 3 and 4 mistakes. I then traded geopolitical war tension news, which is what Trump was just saying. So I shorted it based off of that. That was the third mistake. The fourth mistake was I shorted into the hole. That was the fifth mistake. Then the sixth mistake was I tried to do a breakout trade before the breakout. I tried to do a breakout trade after the breakout. That was the fifth mistake I made. The sixth mistake I made was I was in 20 contracts and I only had 50 ticks in drawdown before I hit my daily loss limit. In this environment, that can come in literally in 1 second. Literally in 1 second. 1 second.
You're done.
I'm done. I didn't even give myself a fighting chance, dude. Not even a sniffing fighting chance at this. That was 6 mistakes I made. I made 6 errors. Oh, and the 7th mistake I made was I wasn't paying attention to the time, and I shorted at 11:50. You know you don't short at the 11:50 macro. But I was fully oblivious to that. Like, I just wasn't paying attention. But that is an error though. Just because you're not aware doesn't mean it'll make it an error. It's still there. Lost.
Yes, it is.
There's no way that you can recover from making 7 errors. There's no way that you're going to come away from making 7 errors like that. If you do, it's just pure blown luck.
You need to write them down in your journal. You keep it next to your computer.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my brother.
Because sometimes we all, we're watching the screen and plus your teacher on top of it, It's a lot to do.
Yep. So, understanding why you did something wrong allows you to then move forward, so you don't make that mistake again.
Correct.
foolishness. Gave me proof. Never entered on that on that last 10. Understanding equals excellence. Exactly, remote. You know?
So something that I notice about my trades, one thing that I have to correct on my own is I find good trades. I take good trades. I'll be up on my P&L and I just continue to trade. I know that's something I have to figure out on my own. But another thing that I feel like someone here could help me with is the times when I do take a trade and it may not work out in my favor. A lot of the time, the trade overall works out in a way that I think it would, but I get stopped out very quickly with my stop loss. What can I do to prevent this?
What can you do to prevent getting stopped out with your stop loss?
Besides, like, yeah, for lack of better words, I know it's like either make the stop loss lower or like wait for a better position, but
Position
it's like
sizing, position sizing, position sizing, and then understanding A and B quality entries. That's it. That's all that you can do. So like, you need to look at a zone or whatever it is or something and go, well, I think they get ready to go lower. So me shortening here will probably be my B entry. Me shortening here, for example, will probably be my A entry. Well, if my normal size is, let's just say 6 micros, then I'll go 3 here, and then if they come here, then I'll do 3 again. And then I'll be in
okay.
6 with an average of here to then still target a little lower. But if I short it here to then target here and then just take my half size entry or my third size entry direct to the TP, I'd have a 100% win rate and I wouldn't lose. But like if they come up, then I can average more into this trade. That's honestly speaking like what I do. So if I get to a payout on 3 micros every single time, then cool. What's there to even sweat about? So that's what I would do. Sizing accordingly, because you don't know when they're going to go to directly to the target. And you don't know that. The only thing that you can do is just try to manage your risk based off what they're presenting to you and then enter accordingly with that size. So there's a chance that they could just wick you out and confuse you. There's a lesson inside the knowledge center that covers that. Not knowledge center. Inside the mentorship classes, inside the film review channel. Well, that's basically like what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm outlining. You can do that by understanding where your last and final line in the sand is, and then taking a B entry. And then if they give you a God's gift chance for an A entry, then you just take another 1/3 size into it. And you just let the rest ride. And then, if it stops you out, it stops you out. This is what it is. I can't believe that I hit my daily loss limit and I was only trying to make $80. What the hell was I thinking? Like, what the hell was I thinking just now? I am so disgusted at myself. Closed at 50. Low at 71. Like, bro, like, what the heck was I thinking, dude? Close at 50. That was a 21-point volume balance just now. We all done that. Yeah, I know how you feel, bro. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's a double bottom on yes.
Low at 325. Low at 1950. Low at night, yeah, that is just a double bottom. Immediate draw on liquidity, yeah. Look at this clusterfuck they got going on.
Quite a basing round they're doing there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the most tight-knit, like 5-minute LR shit I've ever seen.
It's crazy, bro.
and that was to leave for later because it's coming back.
Look at that candle up there at the bottom. What is that? This environment is insane. Look at that. I don't think I ever seen a tiger.
Now watch them run it. Now watch them run it through the floor because it was a fake out.
What a candle. They filled that volume balance and they shot it up. Look at that God body candle. Low is 729.90. Look at that. Look at this cluster F. I think they still want to go lower. Times 10, 12.35.
I wasn't in that trade, but if I was, I would have been playing the downside, and I just went up over 300 ticks on one candle.
One candle. I'll go turn to straight FU mode. Brett says absolutely. This is dangerous environment to be traded. 12:36. They want to go higher. Immediate turn market bullish. They popped this high. This low over here is protected. They rinsed me. I can get out of 1,000 on a hole. I can. I just. I think it's best that we walk away and go enjoy our day. Well, I'm not going to enjoy my day. I took a loss today. I literally said earlier, I was like, if you're green, you need to walk away. If you are green, you need to walk away. I was green. I was up $300 on 3 micros. I should have walked away.
Yeah, I'm up 9.95.
I think it's best that we walk away, man. That's what I think. I wish I had walked away. I was up 1K, lost it all. Yeah. I mean, if I was up 1K, I for sure would have walked away. But I trade the accounts very aggressively in the beginning. So that's why I'm liable to do that. So I don't fault myself because that's what makes me profitable. But you being up 1K and you not walking away there's no real excuse here. No real excuse. You do the stack because if you just stack 3 of those days, you get a max payout.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. I mean, I'm assuming you're trading prop firms.
Can't make all the money in one day.
You cannot. I'm assuming that you're trading prop firms, Sid. So if you get 3 days of those, you get a max payout. If you just if you were consistent with that for 3 days, you get a max payout. Hell, 2 even. Just did it again the next day. Like, what were you trying to get? 2,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I had a student on the side just now that said he was up $4,000 and he lost it all. How are you up $4,000 on one account in one day?
That's insane.
And then you still, and
your
brain goes,
trying
you know
to make
what?
More.
Let me go for 8,000. Like, I'm confused on what you're trying to accomplish there.
That's not.
Good job, K3.
It's like a guy sitting at the one-armed bandits in Atlantic City, or in Las Vegas, and you got to just keep on putting quarters in,
Exactly. Timestamp 12:41.
They hit a jackpot, and then they didn't get up and leave. They stayed there and put all the money back in the machine.
I had a good friend that went to a casino in Iowa and called me, and he was up $10,000 at like 2:00 in the morning, and at 9:00 in the morning he had to use my credit card to put gas in his car to come home.
Wow.
Yep. If you don't walk away,
the house always knows.
The house will always win.
The house will always win. The more doors you open, the more likely that the next door you open is going to be cooked. I think they want to take out this double bottom over here on this ES. They want to come here. Straight line.
That was nice. That was a nice short right there.
Straight line. Bulls got slaughtered today, yeah.
12:42, 43.
I wonder if I should short this on these accounts. Hold on, let me run a test on mode. They're about to dump this and then take out this double bottom low. I don't think they want to go higher. I think these people want to go lower. Any giveaway?
I agree.
Not right now. Maybe later. I think these people want to take out this low off of this trend line snap on this ES. That's what my brain's telling me. They want to come here off this trend line snap. They just took out that low. That double bottom off that trend line. I waited 20 minutes for that liquidity to be engineered. 20 minutes I waited. So disgusted in myself. Why are you still trading it all morning? What you mean, James? I'm about to log up the screen right now. I blocked her, don't worry. She's going to have to create another account. There is no spamming tickers in this Discord. I mean, in this TikTok. Can't do it from Discord. I think it's best that I just start afresh. Tomorrow's. PPI is gonna be hard. PPI is gonna be a hard day to trade. Took a loss across the board on all my fundeds. Every trade that I've ever lost in the last 2 months has come because I was not trading market structure. Like I was just either doing a breakout or I have gotten rinsed by Trump talking randomly a few times. Like no market structure trades. Nothing to manage my risk off of. Poor risk management. Every loss. Whenever I see clear market structure like this, and I trade it like this, I don't lose. My win rate is like 90%. It's back to like 90. I'm being dead serious. I didn't be like 95 or something insane. Wonder what that means. I wonder. have it written down in my journal too. Apex just cleared the verification for my other login. I'm gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna see what's going on with that. They said that they just cleared the verification just now. Let me double check this real quick.
It's good.
Because I got 10 Apex accounts at a $700 payout. Let me double check this. Let me verify this. Excuse me. If I blow those accounts, sure, it costs me $2,000. Sure, that's fine. But I can keep paying $1,500 to $2,000 and keep on getting multiple chances if I have multiple accounts at a payout.
I think they're gonna come for that 18 point on QQQ very soon.
Good spot to long NQ, right? I don't think it's a good idea to be trading right now. I'm being honest with you, I don't. It's CPI. When Trump was just talking about bombing.
You talking?
No, I'm not. I'm writing. Writing down some things. I'm trying to get this Apex payout together right now.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. But I have my bet.
I think they need. I think everybody's asleep. You need to hit the horn.
These volume imbalances that they're creating right now are all they're all automatic. Every single one is it.
They're automatic, yeah.
Every single one.
Hey, Cleo, what's going on? I'm gonna wait to see what's going on with that Apex. Hopefully they approve that payout and then send it. Actually send the money this time. Last time they were goofing around. Should have been trading it today anyway. I'll trade my account to this clusterfuck. We're in the same spot as we were at 11 o'clock. Just seek and destroy. They did nothing but seek and destroy. We're in the same spot as we were at 11 o'clock, 2.5 hours ago. This price action is gross correct. I think it's best we walk away. It's disgusting. You'll blow up your account. I think whenever I take a loss, I think it's best that I just start afresh. When I get out of this dead off, I'm gonna join the Discord again. Oh really? Some of this? Okay, cool, man. We'll love to have you, Mike. I miss you, man. Mike Seaman. Hi, Chris P. I'm just over here playing their game at my best day today. Good job, Brad. Proud of you. Nah, honestly speaking, I'll be honest with you. I think that it was solid. Like as far as just trading, just straight. Like up until that weird Trump candle when Trump started talking, I think that today was decent. I'm not gonna lie, like, bro, we was killing it inside Discord. We were killing it. But the day started going bad when Trump started talking. But that's just the nature of the beast, right? For me at least. I know when my day started going bad, and I know when the price action got bad. You wanna know how? Because we're in the same exact candle as we were when Trump started talking. Trump started talking like here inside the zone, like 5 minutes before this. And I was in a long here, and they dumped us like this, and then they just been going sideways and seek and destroy ever since. Yeah, they snapped this trend line for a base hit to then take out these double bottoms, but other than that, they haven't done anything. They've been goofing around.
On that Trump candle, they gave a 113-point volume bounce on QQQ.
Are you serious?
That's insane.
Oh my God, yeah. And then they came back and filled it the next minute. Wow. Oh, I've never seen anything like that. That is a 113-point volume balance. I've never seen something like that ever in this lifetime. Never, not one time have I seen that. One man did that. And he was just talking about bombing. Like, that is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. I couldn't even react to that for real. They want to go lower, not higher. Does anybody have any questions before we cut the live stream? I mean, I passed 9 accounts rather, because I remember counting. So I have that in my arsenal, but I don't want to goof around on my accounts that had just been approved for a payout just now. Like, yeah, they subtracted the money, but man, I gotta live to fight another day. Like, it's best to just start over fresh. Like, I don't even want to consider this like a flip day for real. Like, I could consider this a flip day and get closer to the payout. Like, I could do that, but like, I don't even want to goof around with that for real. Like, I'm being so serious, dude. Dude, like, I don't even want to goof around with that. I'm being honest. You're him. Thanks, Liam. You're him. Does anybody have any questions before we cut this live stream? Guys, I apologize for that loss in that Trump candle. That was crazy. I apologize. But I know how I can adjust. Man, that shit hurt, bro. That was 20 accounts that I took a loss on. $200, yeah. Shit. I feel so bad with that. A student out here lost his 25K funded account, but he said he shouldn't have been trading anyway. But as he shouldn't have, he was green. Damn. Click on accounts or click on your PA and look at the different rules and stuff they got on the website. Okay. Right. You didn't? Yeah, I alerted you to that, twin. There was one on SPX at the same spot. Really? Where? Oh yeah. They improved it. Oh yeah. You think we pumped to 610? Pump down to 610? What you said was contradictory. Pump down? You mean dump down to 610? I'm unsure. I could see so. Crazy environment.
If we dump, we're going to 560.
You said what, brother?
If we dump, we're going down to 560. 28, 560.
Yeah. Yeah, if we dump, we for sure gonna go down to 610 because they're gonna flash this low at 611. They're gonna take out this low from 7 o'clock. Take out these London lows. That's what they're gonna do. If we dump, but shorting here in the hole is not advised. Every time if you've entered into a short position over at the lows, they've pumped it up 500 plus ticks in the opposite direction, and then they give up the entire move. Look at this. Every time you shorted into the hole, they did that and they just bounced it right back. And then they dumped it right back every time. So you need to understand how dangerous that is. The market gonna keep dropping. It's resetting right now, Khalil says. We're dumping for the rest of the day.
And they just left the
You know
6
that?
and an 11.
You know that tsunami trades? Who told you that? Did you speak to Trump? Was he gonna talk about a helicopter bombing again? Really? Let us know, please. Are you gonna full port 0 to T puts? No, man. Oh, sorry. Can I join and explain? Well, I don't really do live guests, but I was just giving you a hard time. I believe you. I was giving you a hard time. I was teasing. This is my sense of humor. I believe you. Yeah, I really don't do live guests. I was watching this one live stream this one time, and this a grown man, but he was trading. He put this one dude on, you know, and this was a grown man laying on his bed with his legs crossed, in a thong with a hairy buttocks. Be on alert, absolutely, Master Trader. Sorry. Right, we are targeting the monthly below. Correct. Sorry. Thanks, Master Trader. He's my be on alert guy. Cash at me or I don't believe you, Zero says from Discord. Cash at me, I don't believe you is crazy. Click on the accounts or click on your PA and look at the different rules and stuff they got on the website. With the Apex, the trading deck got to be 150. If it's a 25K, I think. If it's 50K, it's 200. Like I registered a trading day too, and I still ended up taking a loss. Like, what was I thinking? Do I understand that I only needed like 8 of those days in order to get a max payout? Do I understand that? Like, what was I thinking? 8 of those trades, 8 of those days is max payout. I would have got $20,000. I tricked off 20,000. Well, a chance at 20,000, getting being closer to 20,000. I tricked it off. Hell. It's crazy. They are bouncing to take out sales from participating in a drop. That is correct. That's why shorting the hole is not advised. You need to be shorting a bounce if you are to short anything. Never shorting the hole. That was another mistake I made earlier. I'm also wealth management for fun. Really? Nice. I just run my own fund. I promise. It's pretty impressive. We are slowly letting go of positions. Ooh. Really? You know, I got a question for you. I want to put this to the test. I got a question for you. Okay, you ready? You say that you work for fun. I want to know. I want to know this serious question, and I'm not going to give you any hints because sometimes people think I just be talking out my ass. I want to know something. You ready? This is a serious question. I'm not joking. Serious question. I'll just say. You don't have to disclose the name of the firm, so you can be honest. Okay? I'm gonna try and phrase this as non-biased as possible, and I want to know what your reaction, what your question is in real time. Your firm and the people that you know of, or the fund that you know of, would you advise everyday traders to try to trade based off of position sizing with hedge funds or large institutions like your fund or anything like that that has anything more than $500 million to $1 billion AUM? That's AUM. For anyone that doesn't know, that's assets under management. The reason why I'm asking this question is because would you say that this is true, yes or no? That you have absolutely no idea the reason on as to why they may put a sell or a buy order in that specific place as a retail trader. Would you say that that is true or false? I'm just non-biasedly like, hey, bro, that's false. Like as a retail trader, like we like you can tell why we put a $50 million order on the SPY at 7:30, a buy or a sell order. Like you can tell the reasoning on as to why we're there. Like so, like for example, hold on before you answer. Like for example, like if you put like a sell order here at 7:30, people might go, huh? This is bearish because there's a $50 million sell order here, meaning that we're probably going to go lower. They're trying to get out. Or it could be, or do you think that it could also be like, hey, we're going to sell at 7:30 because, like you said, we're starting to slowly let go of positions. Slowly let go of positions as in not sell everything at the top or at the bottom, like you don't know the reasoning. Would you say that that is the case whenever it comes to strategies? Well, it's simple. You guys day trade. We have long-term investment, correct? So what I'm saying is because that's the case, you have no idea where they're. Would you say it is accurate to say? Let me answer this. Let me compartmentalize this and ask you a more direct question because that was very confusing. This is the direct question. You have no idea the reasoning on as to why a large institution is getting in and out of the market as a retail trader. Would you say that that is accurate? Yes or no? Like the reasoning, like it could be any reasoning. Like, you know, a client who's worth $1 billion calling you and saying, "Hey, close out my position because I'm getting ready to go to X, Y, and Z." Would you say not accurate? Retail traders can know how. How can you know the reasoning on as to why they're getting out? How can you know that? That's what I'm asking you. I seriously want to know. How can you know the reasoning? I'm not saying that you can't see it. I'm saying the reasoning in real time. How do you know the accuracy of the position? Can I join and speak for 2 minutes? This is my first time doing this. I'll do this for you. I'm interested. Request to join. Send a request. Let me see it. I'm interested in knowing what you're talking about. I want to know.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. This is my first time in over a year speaking to somebody. I mean,
it's all right. It's okay.
This is the first time because I seriously want to know what you're thinking.
Well, like getting random, you know, I guess what the Gen Z term traders say, rug pulls and stuff, is obviously you'll never know when investors like, hey, I'm done, right? But correct. You also you know where to buy and sell, and it's based on market structure on the charts, right? Disrespecting of imbalances, that's where market's going. So like if you disrespect the 4 hour, like we knew it was going to sell. Why? Because if you look at the top of the sell and based on trend lines, we disrespected a 4. So when we disrespect a higher time frame imbalance, you are targeting the daily, right? We disrespected the daily, we're going to the weekly, monthly. So learning where to buy and sell in your most probable cause, like based on, you know, 2 standard deviations, 1 standard deviation bands, retail traders won't know like, hey, why we're selling off right now, but you have probable entries to play the long-term investments. Cool. I mean, the sell-off right now is pretty much self-explanatory. Cool. Why? Elon Musk is dropping his IPO on Friday, right? It's valuated at $1.7 trillion, which is the most inflated thing. I think the closest thing of a IPO was like Alibaba, and it was like, you know, a couple billion, but 1.7 is really, really overvalued. So what are these long-term holders doing? Is they're setting themselves up for a best position. So when Elon, you know, obviously his business tactic, right, is to make money because he invested into X. Once he sells off on the stock, you know, this IPO is going to be attached to NASDAQ. And what do you think NASDAQ's going to do? Completely sell off. Why? Because you look at a greater time frame, right? We had this bull run from 2020 to 2026. You can see March we start to sell off, April Q1 starts, right? And that's where all the investors push the price up. So we haven't even touched at least a 50% discount of this whole greater leg of this bullish run.
Correct.
So
you're talking about market structure specifically, and I'm with you on that. I 100% agree because I personally use market structure in order, in order to outline in order to outline the trade plans that I sent out inside Discord and stuff like that. I'm talking about like whether or not they're wearing a buy side delivery program, whether or not they're wearing, like a sell side delivery program, and I break it down into 3 specific categories: immediate, intraday, and then multi-day. So as it stands right now, so like I get that. What I was specifically referencing was because I get a lot. So let me be more direct. Let me not be as vague. I get a lot of traders that go, hey, because I used to do this in the beginning part of my journey, where like you will look at level 2 book map or something like that, and then you'll see, and then like you'll see an order sitting there, and you'll go, oh my goodness, there's $10 million on SPY right there. Oh my goodness, this market's getting ready to go up. Let me buy over here with the banks.
And they get absolutely rinsed, right? Because we're manipulating the markets, of course. No,
correct. And so what I was saying more so was saying like, you don't know why that order is there. I understand market structure and hey, we're probably going to go lower, and this is where it's saying overall. But what I'm saying is I'm talking about day trading based off of orders that you're seeing, and trying to draw conclusions from those orders that you're seeing on the tape. Would you say that is absolutely baseless? Because you don't know how often, correct me if I'm wrong, because you said that we're slowly unwinding positions. And large institutions and the funds that you work for, they really don't care about perfecting and timing a perfect top by selling, every single position up here at the HOD, and then long in every position over here at the, they'll consistently.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said what?
Absolutely not. You're absolutely right. I mean, we don't necessarily day trade. We're just playing. We're just in long-term investments, right? You have a whole bunch of clientele that come to the fund and it's like, hey, do something with my money, and boom, everyone's in the game on April and then August as well. So I mean, I get it, and I think.
And so what I was saying was correct me if I'm wrong on this. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. I said, correct me if I'm wrong on this. Like, if you're looking at my screen, so like what I was saying was like, you guys will like randomly put like $100 million order here at like 738. I'm just using as an example. $100 million sell order over here at like 734. Like even over here at the LOD, hell, y'all might put $50 million in. And like people might go, well, damn, this must mean something. No, they've been unloading those positions for days, for weeks even. Like it has no rhyme or reason. Like you don't know why they're getting in or why they're getting out, because they could be up 60, 70% on a position. So they don't care about losing 2 or 3% on that position. Yeah. So you can't draw a hardcore conclusion based off of the orders that you're seeing hitting the tape. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, yes or no? That's what I want to
know. No, you're absolutely right. 100% right.
Okay, good. So we're on the same page. Okay, good.
Yes.
So okay, good.
I think when I first kind of heard the question, it was like very vague, and
correct.
I get very
reason why it was vague was because I didn't
want
to give any hints. Like I didn't want to taint your bias and like sort of kind of like reveal my hand, and then like in order because a lot of times people would just agree with like what I'm saying, and like I really want there to be a contrarian point. Like I really want somebody to be like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like you can look at the book map, and bro, you can tell what we're doing with $1 billion of AUM right now with that position, and you should long with that position, or you should short with that position. Like so,
well,
like people
you definitely know what you're talking about. Like right now, for example, on NASDAQ, like this is clearly probably $1 million of orders sitting at this key level, and what's it going to do? Pop, right? Probably sweep a key level and dump again, right? Just to create noise and just continue to sell. Like, I mean, if you're just fooling and taking trades blindly off a book map, I mean, God, yeah, a long way to go.
That's dangerous. Correct. That's dangerous. And so I get that a lot of times, and so like I just wanted to make sure, because a lot of times like I just operate just off of full-blown transparency, bro, just across the board. And like, I just don't want people to think, hey, bro, like, this dude right here doesn't know what he's talking. So like, when I tell people things, like, it's always good sometimes.
Definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned that, I mean, that's a big thing. And I've only been on TikTok streams just like for a bit. And I actually started a couple prop firms, made like 150K on them, just have them sitting, no pay. I haven't took payouts on them yet.
Right.
But I just think it's fun to come here and watch. And yeah, when I see these people are on Bookmap with orders, I'm like, geez, man, like you just want to be manipulated all day? Like, like, good Lord, like that's stressful. That's stressful. Oh
crazy.
yeah, I think it's gonna buy. I think it's gonna sell. Oh, this is like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Just slap
you
the
can't.
fucking sell in there and it just.
Dude, I get people in here to go, hey man, we should buy and sell with the banks. I'm like, bro, your little $2,000 50K account or your $1,200 25K account cannot go band for band with the institution that has $1 billion or 2 or 3, 5, hell, even 15, $20 billion AUM. And they're dropping 50, $100 million positions like it's nothing. Like, you don't know what, like, how are you going to draw a serious conclusion from that? It's best in order for you to look at the market structure and then for you to trade based off of liquidity and imbalances and then manage your risk and get in and out as far as that's concerned, and then participate specifically for a small little wave or a small little section of that move and then get in and out versus you to just look at Bookmap and be going, bro, there's like $50 million orders in here. They got to come here. They don't have to come there. They don't have to do anything. You don't even know why that order is sitting there. That's all that I was saying. So I just didn't want to, taint your bias rather, or make you lean one way or the other. But man, what's your name?
My name's Isaiah, man.
Isaiah,
and what's your name?
Man, my name's Eric. Bro. So yeah, man. I live trade every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice. I'll definitely be coming supporting. You definitely know what you're talking about. So, chat, if you guys are trying to, tell them otherwise, I mean, it's pretty clear. The Bookmap just tells itself. So I'm happy you don't Bookmap trade.
Yeah, 100%. I'm being there. Like, and like that's all I was just trying to get people to understand. But bro, like I said, bro, you are literally the first and only person that I've ever brought on, and like, I really just wanted us to hear yourself, bro. But like, you seriously understand what you're talking about as well. So, but before I let you go, you said you're starting your prop firm journey or whatever the case may be. How's it been going for you?
I did. I have 3 Top Step 150Ks. I have 5 Alpha Futures 50Ks, and then I have 3 Take Profit Traders.
Nice.
And probably have earned a good like 160,000 in 2 months.
Wow.
Not bad.
Very impressive, man. That's very impressive. So you are profitable.
Not bad. And all micros too, now oversizing.
I tell people that as well, man. You don't need no
micros.
Money, you need like 3 to 5 micros and just so do you take base hits or do you like average in, go break even? Like what kind of accounts are you trading? So that you can help others that may be in a similar position as you.
My trades are pretty much just on the Fibonacci, right?
Okay.
And just the discount. So like swing high, swing low, entering on the 786 or 50% discount.
Okay.
And stop loss below the previous print candle and just write it up.
Nice.
There's other strategies I use, like, the New York Orb. Probably a lot of people probably know about that strategy, right? The first 15-minute candle that opens. If it breaks below, right, you take it short. If it stays above the orb, you play the continuation up.
Nice.
So like those 2 different strategies. As far as like profit targets or profit goals, I really don't like have a number. I just like, hey, if you're bouncing out of an hourly, we're targeting the 4 hour. All right, entering on the hour, TP at the 4 hour, whatever I make is whatever I make. But normally it's like a good 2,000 to 2,300 a day.
Nice.
Which is 1 trade done.
What's your average position size? What, 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 micros? What do you look
like
at?
4 to 5.
Nice.
4 to 5. I like to scale in. So I'll enter with 1, and then I'll scale in with like the remaining 3 or 5.
I like.
Once you have a confirmation.
And that's one of the things. So that's one of the things that I also tell the students from inside Discord as well. I think that was Draco that was asking that question. I think that was him. I'm starting to recognize it was. I'm unsure, but for example, I had a student maybe like 30, 45 minutes ago ask me about, hey, how do I stop myself from getting stopped out? And so And so that strategy specifically relates to what I told him specifically relates to what you were saying, and I'm going to more so repeat that again, which is you need to know what your fine line in the sand is, and you need to understand a clear liquidity target, and then like you can start to scale in like what you said, which is, so you said scale in, but I consider it A and B entries. I really don't like a C, but like I like to do B and A entries. So like, for example, like if your normal size is like, let's just say 6 to 7 micros, then, then like towards somewhere like a zone like this, like if you're trying to short it, then you can short it on like, let's just say, you short it on like, 2 to 3. And then like because obviously you can't control when the market decides to start going. And so like, if it goes against you, then you just simply add another 2 to 3 here, and you know that your line in the sand, for example, is here, because if it comes here, then you're wrong. Well, now you have a better average entry in order to then target the original liquidity objective that you're originally targeting. So that was more so the lesson that I gave the student. And so like, that's basically what you're doing as well, as far as, correct me if I'm wrong,
100%.
right?
No, you're 100% right.
Correct. Versus
also, so you don't get rinsed, and like if you're in a trade and you're in a little bit of drawdown for one MNQ, like you're not going to be scared to be down like 50, 60 bucks until you see the 5 minute gets respected, then scale in full, bro. And,
Exactly.
and then,
So
however you said it, basin.
Basis. Yeah, because if you're doing the contrary, and if you're all or nothing, then it's either you're right immediately with that position or you're wrong. Like it doesn't, like there is really no leeway. So it's either like you almost perfectly time it and then you're right, or you go, 1/3, 1/4 size, and then add another 1/3, 1/4 size to being like 2/3 size with the better entry with the original stop loss still in mind, to then still target that original objective that's lower. So that's what I was specifically talking about. But that's highly impressive that you're doing that. I think that's pretty dope, man. That's dope, bro. That's dope, man.
Thanks, man, and nice community. I'll definitely be watching, and thanks for having me on, man. And nothing but the best, and God bless, man.
Absolutely, man. God bless you too, brother. Like I said, bro, I'm live every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, brother. So come on in, man, and hang out with us, brother. We love to interact with you. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Definitely will.
Brother.
That was a 5-minute continuation model that I actually just that's exactly what caused the dump right here.
Wow.
I'm not sure if you know about the 5-minute continuation, but 690. Anytime we're having like a big shorts, like just enter off the 5-minute, the first 5 minute that presents itself, and you can continuously take the continuation down off of every 5-minute candle. Okay. It played out like 5 times while we're on the phone.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, brother, like we would love to hear more about that continuation model for sure, because I invite everybody inside Discord to trade what they're most comfortable with, and like I tell people inside here all the time, don't everyone is going to have their own strategy and manage their risk completely different. Trading is unique to each and every individual trader. The models, because you can trade one model completely different than the next trader. So that's one of the things that I always say. So I welcome all opposing viewpoints, because we all may be looking at something very similar. It's just a matter of, to me, I think that the model should allow you to manage your risk.
Absolutely.
That's all that trading is to me. Your model should just say, hey, okay, I see something and my model allows me to manage my risk in this specific way, and it's telling me how I want to participate. How and if I want to participate. And is the market presenting it to me in a way to where I want to participate? How I want to go about entering into this position in respect to this specific model. And I think that's all that trading is. Trading is just about finding something that goes, I see what they're doing and I see where they're going. Does
and
this
then
model
sticking to
allow
it,
me
not
to
having
participate?
emotions. Absolutely.
Correct.
The emotions is the hardest thing, and trading is very easy, but I didn't come from money.
I would probably say simple, but I'm listening. I would say simple for sure. It's simple. A lot more simple than people think it is.
Sure. Okay. In technical terms, we can say it's very simple.
Correct,
I didn't come from money or anything.
semantics.
I went to college and got my degree in finance and got my internship and started trading markets, but I didn't have any how can I say this? when I first started trading like with live funds, it was based off of emotions because you know my current like financial state. And it would turn into like losing counts and losing my own finances and this whole rabbit hole, like almost my car getting repossessed and all these things. And I wouldn't like recommend trading for someone if you're in a really, really deep state, right?
You could not do
a
that.
deep state, because every trade you're going to take, you're going to be like, hey, this $60 could have been this, or this $100 could have been this. And you go into the whole state where you can't even trust a simple model of like just enter on a 50% discount, because you're going to be fear. And if you have fear in the markets, like it's just going to eat you up alive. And 9 times out of 10, your trade entry does come, but for some reason you don't take it because you're in fear, and it just sets you back a lot, and your time's money. So if you're spending 5 to 6 hours and staring at the screen playing from session to session, like it's going to kill you and rip you alive. So I always advise like less screen time on the charts. If you're in a financial state, like probably allocate 1 account per month, right? And then slowly build the account. There's no rush. And just hit base hits, and don't try to do every session. Like figure out what works for you. Like I think New York is probably the easiest as far as volatility. Asia is very, very hard, and for people who don't have the patience, they can easily lose micro scalps without oversizing. Like you can easily blow an account just from 1 micro on Asia by just not trusting your trade. So
dude,
I don't know. That's just some advice.
Exactly what I say. Everything that you said, I tell my community personally. That is absolutely, like, literally everything that you just said for the last 90 seconds. I tell my community from top to bottom everything that you just said. 100%. Like, bro,
it's true.
That's absolutely
and
insane. Like absolutely 100% insane. Starting from that point that you made in the beginning. Like as far as not trading from a point of full blown desperation where you're like, I got $1,000 to my name, and like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, you know what? I got like $150 to my name, so like I need to get this payout today, or else I'm homeless in like 3 days. Like you don't want to be like that, like because every single loss and every trade is going to feel personal. Like that's a what I'm saying? Like that's a very, very
you're gonna till, and then you're not necessarily gambling. Because I wouldn't say it's gambling. You're not taking dumb trades. Because I mean, I think people sometimes take good trades. They just don't trust the trade and just loss after loss after loss for just exiting out early. Right. So it could put you in a really, really bad situation, and it's very sad. And a lot of these traders don't speak about just like little things like ATR, for example. Like, my God, if we're at like 60 ATR, like every candle is going to be 60 points. Like if you're sizing in with 2 minis or a mini, like what do you expect, man?
Absolutely.
Like that's just dumb.
Absolutely
dumb.
Man. Absolutely, man. Bro, man, well, you have been an amazing first co-host. We talked about a lot right there, man, for sure, man. That was that was a lot of solid gems, man, that you dropped on everybody, man, that was listening, and for anyone that was rather willing to listen, for sure, man.
For sure. But yeah, man, thank you, and I'll definitely be back and supporting you and whatever I can. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. Have a wonderful evening, bro. God bless
you too,
as well.
brother. God bless you, man. Be safe.
See ya. Peace.
Good dude. First guy that we've had on ever. Great guy. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's very hard for us to bounce ideas off of each other from all right, God bless you too, my brother. Yeah, man, it's really hard for you to really come to an understanding over TikTok. That's why Discord is so important, because you can have a serious conversation, like there's no confusion. Like you can talk back and forth. Like you can have elaborate conversations. You can come together on certain things. You know what I'm saying? You can put yourself in a better position. As for just from verbally talking, like you have no idea how valuable it is. I'm being dead serious. They're fairly equal lows. What are you thinking about that? I think they might attack this. I got a hard time believing that they just make this the LOD here. But I just think it's CPI, and I think that we should just go enjoy our day. I just wanted to more so just have him on live stream. Just honestly speaking, I promise you, if he would have got up here and if he was like, hey man, you know what, dude, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, bro. I don't know what firm you was running, bro, but dude, like you can, dude, you know exactly what we're doing. So go over there and go subscribe for that $300, $400 a month book map or whatever it costs. Do that. What you talking about? So I promise you, like, I would have be quiet. Like, I would have stopped talking. I'd be like, man, you know what? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. So I welcome opposing opinions because that's how you get better to me. I don't think that you can truly be the best person, the best trader that you can be unless you have an opposing viewpoint that you respect, or unless you're willing to listen to opposing viewpoints. The richest and most successful people in the world, they welcome, you know, they welcome challenges like that. So, you know, because if someone's willing to offer constructive criticism, it allows you to improve. You become more chiseled. Your strategy becomes more chiseled. Your mentality becomes more chiseled. If you're only going with viewpoints that are in alignment with you, how will you ever change? How will you ever know anything differently? That's the case not only with trading, but just in life. Someone needs to be honest with you along your trading journey. Someone needs to say, bro, you were tripping. Don't do that. Bro, why did you short in that hole? Don't do that. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Stop full porting. Stop gambling. Stop signing up for them courses, but you're not willing to read. Don't sign up here if you're not willing to read. Don't do that. Someone needs to be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% real with you, and I'm gonna be transparent across the board. And I'm not gonna do anything less. I'm being dead serious. Look at this. Look at how bearish this man market is. Can you believe that? Market bearish. Facts. That's why I'm on break. I like this guy. Jesse says, absolutely good dude, Jesse. I like that guy. I think we're going to turn bullish. This market is just consolidate since close of yesterday. Yeah, that's all we've been doing, just going sideways. Hey, what do you think about order flow trading is the reason you don't like it? What do you think about order flow trading is the reason why you don't like it? It's just, it's not that it, I'm going to be honest with you, like, I don't like or dislike any strategy for real, Dev. It's like, because there's some people that make money off order flow. So, like, if you make money off that, you make money off that. Don't let me distract you or confuse you. If you make money doing something, don't let me change you. A good, like, somebody that's a good mentor, they're going to see what you do really well, keep what you do really well, maybe chisel it a little bit, and then help you refine other areas so that you can take your talent to another level. So if that's what you do, then that's what you do. But you need to understand the flaws within it. Understand what I'm trying to get you to understand. Listen to me. If you don't understand your weaknesses and if you don't understand the flaws with whatever it is that you're doing, you seriously can't get the most out of whatever it is that you're doing. So let me rephrase that again. If you don't understand if you don't understand what you're doing is a serious weakness, like it's flaws, you can't master that. Understand that. Like, for example, if you have a car that can only go up to 90 miles an hour, and every time you go up to 95 miles an hour, you blow the engine, if you don't know what the limitations are on that vehicle, you're not going to get anywhere because you're going to push it past, like, you need to know what you're working with. So that's all that I'm saying. So if you're trading order flow, or if you're like, hey, I can do this, I can do that, you need to know and understand that that the reason why you're doing that is invalid. So whatever conclusion that you're drawing from that and how you're managing your risk, you need to add something else on top of that. That's all that I'm saying. So whatever you want to do on top of that, you can't just blindly just trade order flow and just be like, well, there's orders here, they got to do this. Or damn, we just flashed those orders, so we got to bounce. They don't have to bounce nothing. They don't have to do anything based off of no order flow. You don't know why that order is sitting there. You have zero clue. All you can see is that order, and that order might even be pulled for real. So you don't know that reasoning. You need to be trading the price action at hand and trading the market structure. Maybe pair the market structure with that. I don't know. But I get that all the time. People are like, hey, man, can I blindly long this? Off this damn order flow, I see orders in here. What? You don't know that. I need a mentor, 818 says. What's up, 818? How you been, brother? You been okay? So that's all that I'm saying. So if you making money hand over fist off trading something like that, then don't listen to what I'm talking about. But still understand that. I want to know what I'm working with. I want to know. If you're a basketball player or if you're a football player, I want to know, I want to know the kind of character I'm dealing with. Quarterbacks, your job is to be a quarterback. Just chilling. Your job is to be a quarterback of an NFL team. Imagine. If you know that the wide receiver that you're dealing with is 5'7", then you're not probably going to throw him a high pass. I'm just keeping it in layman's terms here. You're not going to do that. You're probably going to throw it within his capabilities. You need to know the character that you're dealing with. But if you have a 6'4", 6'5" wide receiver like Megatron or like Jerry Rice in his prime, and he can jump 45 inches off the ground, and the guy covering him is 5'9", a 5'9" cornerback, well, you know what? I might be able to throw this ball 12 feet off the ground, and he's probably going to catch it. Whereas somebody like Tyreek Hill, I might lead him a little bit because he's faster. I need to know the strengths and the weaknesses of what I'm dealing with so that I can get the most out of what I'm dealing with. So that I can get the most out of what I have and what I'm, and the cards that I'm playing with, rather. I'm just trying to explain this in layman's terms, so excuse me. That's all that I'm saying. So in order for you to do that, you need to understand the weaknesses. If you don't understand the weaknesses, you're going to get clipped. Because why? Because you don't know how many holes are in your ship. I can plug some holes if I know how many holes I got inside my ship. I can start to plug the holes. And I can remotely keep myself afloat. If not, then I'm cooked. I don't know. Be on alert. So yeah, I got no beef with that. Timestamp 145. It's probably best we just start to cut it. Timestamp 145. That's what we need to do. We just need to chill out. I think it's best. I'm so glad that I had bro on. I think it's best that we sort of kind of just begin to call it a day here. I took a loss. Just in review, I'd already went over that trade 7, 8 times, 10 times. And I grilled myself on that loss, on that Trump situation. I got rinsed on that Trump news like a rookie. Other than that, I still think that today was a good day overall as far as CPI was concerned. I think that it was a decent success. I got the Eval Instant Pass going. I got 9 more funded accounts added to the arsenal. I didn't lose those other accounts. It was an okay day today. Apex cleared that thing, and I just sent the withdrawal request, so hopefully that gets approved. And then other than that, I'm gonna keep everybody updated as far as that's concerned. I'm not gonna keep everybody updated for withdrawals for under 15, 20,000. So I really don't do that like that, because to me, if it's not like a 20 or 25,000 withdrawal, at least then I'm just not gonna send it outside Discord. But I do have 2 withdrawals pending for right around 12 to 13,000. But the only reason why I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with the Apex is so that I could just understand, so that everybody can understand whether or not they approve me or not with this new situation I got going on. So I'm gonna keep you updated with that. But Bullinox had already sent my money, so I got a few things to do. Thank you for everything you do for everyone, bro. Thanks, Tano. I appreciate you, man, for tuning in. And guys, I'm live every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9, 10 in the morning. Yeah, my mouth, stay safe. Yeah, look at that candle. Look at this candle. Look at this candle randomly in a straight line for no reason. Look. They shot this market up 600. Look, still going. 600 ticks in a straight line in 75 seconds. When Trump came on and he started talking about that helicopter, he started talking about some damn helicopter. Where was that guy about it? Look at this. He started talking about some helicopter and the market dumped 800 ticks in 60 seconds. He started talking about some helicopter and they did a Judas swing. They then still took my trade straight to the TP after they rinsed me and caused me to hit the DLL. He started talking about a helicopter and more bombings. And I know they got me to lose on that like a rookie, but it is what it is. Transparency, it is what it is. So just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, NQinsider.com if you want to join our community. I appreciate everybody for being a part of our community and continuing to have faith. And guys, I know life is not easy. I say this all the time. I know life is not easy. I know it's not. I know it's not. But we could have a fighting chance together. I'm not saying you got to be inside Discord. I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm not saying that you got to sign up to be on the Knowledge Center for $15 a month. On average, about $15 a month. But what I am saying is, oh, that's what I wanted to ask, bro. That's what I wanted to ask him. Tsunami, I wanted to ask you, bro. I really wanted to ask you. Do you have like 3 or 4 minutes? Can I ask you this question? Can I ask you this question? Can I seriously ask you this question? You got like 3 or 4 minutes? You want to join back up? I seriously want to ask you this question, Tsunami Trades. Because you said you lost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, something like that, of dollars in the beginning of your journey. I want to know, what would you, what's one thing that you wish that you would have changed in the beginning before I give my end of day speech to close of the day? Like, that's one thing I want to know. Like, do you wish specifically that you would have, I wonder if he's still in here. Well, I can't tell if he's in here. But long story short, I would have asked him and I would have said, hey, do you seriously wish that you would have invested more time and effort and energy into taking trading seriously and then getting a mentor, yes or no? That was one of the questions that I seriously wanted to ask, bro, before he left. That was one of the things I want to ask him, because him saying, hey, bro, I was spiraling out, I was just trading my own money in the beginning and I lost thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of my own money. And this dude had a degree in finance. And the only reason why he started to turn a corner was because he had lost a specific amount of money, and then he had to learn all of those lessons. And those lessons are very costly. You need to understand that. So that was one of the things that I just wanted to ask him, but maybe I could do that another day next time he's on. But guys, listen, you're going to pay either way. Guys, you're going to pay either way. And you heard what he said. So we don't even need him to respond. You heard what he said. He was like, I was spiraling out, lost 40K so far. Exactly. That right there, I'm telling you, you're going to pay either way. Either you hire a mentor or somebody that knows what they're talking about to help you navigate an environment like this, or that's going to be the cost of your tuition. And when you pay that cost, like for example, Minimum Effort says he lost $40,000 so far. He still has to learn. You still have to learn. So either you abandon what caused you to lose $40,000, which you basically have to. Either you abandon that and then you start something anew, so you can technically lose another $40,000 again. You can do that because the market's not going to say, hey, you lost 40, 50,000. Now you can learn today. It's not going to happen. You need to invest in education and learning and understanding. That's the whole thing that I try to get people to understand. Guys, I don't care if you join here for $59 per month. I don't care. But I do know one thing's for certain, though. If Minimum Efforts had the serious opportunity to sit down and go, if he could look at himself in the past and go, okay, do I hire a mentor in order to understand this for a fraction of this price? Or do I go down this road and I'm unsure and I try to learn these weird free strategies? Or I try to do X, Y, and Z, or I try to quote unquote figure it out. Your entire job is to try to learn how to run a multi-million-dollar business. If you have no prior experience running a successful multi-million-dollar business, you are going to step on landmines, and the business is going to suffer huge gaping costs. I'm just keeping this in layman's terms. You are going to pay. Either with the business closing down, going back, something, you are going to pay. That's why so many businesses fail in the beginning initially. There is no difference. Trading actually has a higher failure rate than opening up a business, believe it or not. But still, though, that's why, because no one wants to learn. Everyone just wants to hop onto a chart and just think that they can become multimillionaires. That is not how this works. So either you pay in the beginning and have enough wherewithal to go, man, you know what? I really don't know as much as I thought that I did. I'm willing to shadow somebody and understand and have intelligent conversations. Or you pay 100 times the price to the market, and the market is not going to tell you right or wrong. It's not going to give you pointers. It's just going to give you immediate feedback. But even then, though, that success is limited because beginner's luck will run out, and you won't know how to run the business if you grow it to a large, like if you hit it big in the beginning, because your losses, whenever they come, are going to be exacerbated. They're going to be huge. They're going to be gigantic losses, and you're going to feel as though that your entire world is crumbling apart. But if you built the foundation in the beginning, that's not something that you would have to worry about. I'm just being honest with you. So like I always say, life is hard. I get that. But I believe in you. We're going to be here day in and day out here, showing up every single day, being transparent and trying to help just one person. Just one person. That's it. Just one person that wants to seriously take this shit seriously. We've already accomplished that to the tune of hundreds of people, but you get the point. The proof is inside to put it every single day. I believe in you, and I know that you can do this. We just need to lock in a little bit more. I believe in you, and I love you. I promise you, whatever you're going through, I promise you, you will see that. I promise you, you'll see it out. So help me God, I promise you. There's going to be a brighter day. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you're down on your luck. I don't care if your baby mama just kicked you out. I don't care if your wife just got divorced, took everything from you. I don't care if nobody believes in you on this trading journey right now. Trust me, I know. I know how it feels. My family didn't believe in me either. They didn't believe at all. They did not believe until the results came. But I had to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in the process. I wish that wasn't the case. My trading journey didn't reverse till I found a mentor. Maybe you'll take heed. In any event, I believe in you. I love you again for the 6th time. We'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. NQinsider.com is the only way that you can join Discord and the Knowledge Center. No one in my family thinks it's a good idea. You want to know why they don't think it's a good idea? Because they can't seriously understand it. They can't see this. They can't understand that you can press a button and within like 1 or 2 minutes you can make $500 to $1,000. And if you got 20 accounts, you can make them $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 in like 30, 40 seconds. They have absolutely no idea what's possible. People are skeptical in the beginning until they see the results. That's why. Let me block that guy. So that's natural. That's okay. I promise you that's natural. That's okay. But that's just life, bro. I love you too. We love you. We have a good day, Alan says in abundant. All right, love you. Love you, abundant. Love you, Alan. How do I master measuring fair value gap? I'm new. FEG Nephew Sam on TradingView. That's the indicator that I use. The settings are inside Discord. Or you can just join Discord on the free 3-day trial. I mean, what else do you have to lose? You can determine if this is the right place for you. I mean, what else do you have to lose? The Knowledge Center is there too. Every single thing will be answered for you. It's right there at your disposal. It's literally right there at your fingertips. It's just a matter of how serious you are or not. There is no more convincing at this point in time. No more convincing. All right, guys, I believe in you. We got to cut this stream. If you up, walk away. The market ain't going nowhere. It'll be here tomorrow and the next day. That's correct, Alan. Heard, Randy says. NQinsider.com, link in bio. I believe in you.